Welcome in, everybody, to our 32nd episode of Mother's Jail, our first episode in the year 2025. Happy Rainover, everybody, and welcome back. Tonight's episode is titled Priority 3 Roads, and, I get a hype chest. Open. Oh, God, they made it a loot box. That's not good.
No, that's terrible.
Oh, God.
What's it give you?
I got a hype cute emote.
Hype.
Okay, but that is a pretty cute emote.
I mean, it's pretty adorable. That's
That's
true.
true.
I mean,
Aww.
that's fair.
But it bodes ill philosophically.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Now,
Also, they're way late to that fucking game. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Last year when we got together, you all had journeyed towards Castle Treya because while Tessa was ready to take the forces of the Children of the Deep and attack 3 roads, there was a concern that doing so might open your flank up to an attack from the Warden Republic, who would march out of Castle Treya and the Lock. So to that end, you were taken by not Tessa, but the general, whose name I should really remember, Tashira. And you were taken to Castle Treya to attend a meeting of their Council of Seven, where discussions were being had about defense strategies of the Warden Republic and to plead your case that perhaps an alliance was called for and would be helpful. While there, you got to meet some of the Council of Seven. You got to meet, in addition to King Treya of the Verde, you got to meet Admiral Sanu of the Verde, Councillor Vorshek of the Verde, Councillor Kiva of the Eris, and Councillor Rune of the Eris. Councillor Rune was probably the most... He didn't care for you all very much, mainly because he thinks it's your fault that the Draconic Legion started pushing up the jaw and attacking that way, which is absolutely true. He just doesn't have any reason to believe that, but he is correct. So there is that. Councillor Vorshek is the youngest on the council and is kind of still in that, like, I really don't want to cause a problem phase of his career. Councillor Kiva represents the interests of Eris's Cloister. And Admiral Sanu is one of the most famous military heroes in the entirety of the Warden Republic and hates the guts of Canis Mistal, who is with you all currently, and would really very much like to kill them. However, fortunately, they are not in a position where they can do that because Canis Mistal is currently a diplomat. You all made your arguments on your first day there, and it was decided that, they would recess and consider your words, and then you could talk again the next day. However, a ball was going to be held that night, so you all got fitted for the event. And while you attended this gala event, you got a chance to meet Queen Vanya of the Verde and learned very quickly that Queen Vanya is not the figurehead that she is purported to be. She is very much active in the politics of Castle Treya and the surrounding region.
Would you say she's figuratively a figurehead?
Yeah, that would be a more accurate way of putting it. So you were able to talk to her for a little bit in the greeting line, and during that conversation learned some of the pressure points of the other counselors. And at that, you had just been dismissed to go enjoy the party and do as you like. So I'm actually going to turn it all over to you, as you are allowed to now start to blend in and hobnob with the rich and famous. The room itself that you're in, this ballroom, is probably about 140 feet long and maybe 40 feet across. It's got high vaulted ceilings from which a couple of nice chandeliers hang from. The large feasting tables are along the west wall of the room. And currently, the fare on these feasting tables, while it is nice, this is a gala ball, of course, it's very nice. It is you get the sense probably a good bit more pedestrian than would normally be had at an event like this. Likely, of course, due to the ongoing war and the need
Wartime
for... Yeah,
soiree.
it's a wartime soiree, exactly. So while the food is very good, it's also very plain. And even like things like the wines that are available and the drinks, it's good, but it isn't high end like you might normally expect it to be.
We're at a USO event, not a debutante ball.
Precisely. That's a pretty good way of putting it, actually. So yes, you are. Music is playing throughout the area. Nova, you're happy to see that your ex is not here
Thank God.
at the moment.
Sorry. Thank God.
But you are all turned loose. What would you like to do?
Is there
contest-
anyone dancing?
Oh yes, most certainly. There are a number of people here dancing, mostly Dragonborn, as this is a meeting. The reason Castle Treya is open right now is for the Council of Seven and their entourages to be here. So many of the people here either work with one of the Council of Seven or are attendants to them in some way. But yes, there is a number of nobility here that is dancing, and all the way down to just soldiers that have been invited to this event for one reason or another, whether it's politically motivated or not. Many of the men here, as we discovered last time, there is typically a pretty strong gender binary in Warden Republic society. So many of the men are wearing military uniforms, and the women are typically wearing dresses here.
Except for me.
You definitely all stand out a little bit.
Yeah.
Having picked up on that vibe, aided by the queen, I'm going to go over sort of near the dance floor and assume wallflower position, open for invitations.
I would...
see who comes to bite.
Interesting.
Ramiel is actually going to turn to Canis and extend a hand out to him.
He smiles and nods and takes your hand. You can almost feel the eyes of Admiral Sanu on the two of you as you two go to dance, but that definitely, yeah, absolutely.
As we take our spot on the dance floor, I am going to pull him flush to me.
Oh.
Take his hand in one and put my hand on his waist in the other and whisper, "Let's put on a good show, shall we?"
He chuckles. I'm certain they would say to leave room for Lockheed. But
that,
I'm
you
certain-
like a ring.
But I'm certain that Yuki would say don't bother. And he dances with you.
And as we're cutting a rug, I am going to be casting prestidigitation.
Oh my god.
To to have a spotlight pretty much like trained on us the entire time.
Oh my god.
All right.
So,
I'm sorry. I'm just copying and pasting names. There's a moment, Ayla, where Tashira glances over at you. My son's not exactly one for subtlety, is he?
Your son is the least subtle person I've met in my entire life.
Yeah, you haven't met his mother.
No, I have.
Then let me assure you, he's the second least subtle person you've ever met.
It was a short meeting.
Yeah, it would have had to be. Layla, it is not particularly long as you're kind of standing there in, as you say, wallflower position. It is probably not surprising to you that it is a man who approaches you to dance. He looks to be probably a soldier, as he is wearing an officer's coat with kind of the long dress tails down behind it and long black slacks. The symbology is a little bit different than the Children of the Deeps, but you would guess he's probably either a captain or a sergeant of some nature, based on the number of bars that you see. And he approaches. He's got kind of this almost like feathered green hair that goes back over his deep brown scales, and he smiles and bows. Would you care for a dance?
Certainly. What voice was that? Certainly. Of course. Hold hand out to let him lead, as is his custom.
And he does indeed take your hand and guide you out towards the dance floor and assumes a position. He places a hand on your hip and takes your other in his as he starts to lead the... it's a simple waltz right now, since we're listening to what sounds like a waltz in my head anyway. Sarah, maybe you can let me know if this is a waltz or not.
How many VVs are there in it?
I mean, it's. I mean, a waltz is three.
3, 4.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, this isn't quite a waltz.
No, not quite. But he smiles. You're one of the individuals from the Children of the Deep, yes?
Allied with them, yes. I'm actually myself from Rest Hearth.
Restarth. Well, you have come a long ways to fight in a very bloody war.
Yes, well, our homeland calls to us all in one way or another.
Oh, forgive my rudeness, Sergeant Locke.
Greetings, Sergeant Locke.
And what do I have the privilege of calling you?
My given name is Layla.
Layla. Absolutely lovely. Do all angels on Rest Hearth have similar names?
I'll let you know once I meet them.
He chuckles and dances with you. He's a very good dancer.
Nice.
Yes, sorry, L-O-C-H-E. Locke. Nova, what are you up to?
The problem is Nova is sticking out a little bit, so they're gonna have to sort of use that. I do think that. I'm trying to think. Sorry, you may have to come back to me.
Okay, that's totally fine.
I know Picante.
All right, what is Pace Picante up to? Sorry, Rojo Picante.
Picante Roja.
Roja, yeah. How could you forget?
How could I forget?
It's only been
Outstanding
a
question.
month or so.
Yes, what is Picante Roja up to?
Picante wants to dance, so he's
I'll
gonna
bet.
ask Nova and Ayla at the same time. Ladies.
Sure, why not?
Oh, I was waiting for a botched performance roll, and you just go out to the exact middle of the floor and start doing the monkey.
We'll try to steal the spotlight from Rami.
Well, we don't need to steal. I don't know what Ramiel's trying to do here. We don't need to mess with the mission that bad. But we'll definitely
I'm
make a
just gonna
statement.
point out, you're dancing with a walking spotlight.
Yeah, Ayla is literally like giving off lightning.
That's true. We don't really need the spotlight. We'll
she's,
just.
She's something of a live wire.
I suppose yeah. I mean, I'll accept. We'll just maybe do it at a different section than Ramiel of the dance floor.
That would make sense.
All right, make some
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, let's get some space and let's just see who's staring and who maybe is more okay with this than others. Maybe we'll use an opportunity to see like who's maybe more open.
Yeah, if you're actively trying to find out, give me a perception check.
Sure. Am I bad at perception?
Nova or all of us?
Can someone else
Whoever's
do it?
interested in checking and knowing,
Sure.
like, are you drawing attention in doing this?
Can someone else do it? I have a +0.
I'll do it. I have
Thank you.
+9.
Yeah, not druid perception. I miss it sometimes.
Not
My
that
perception's
Picante.
not great. Ooh, yeah, no, I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy trying not to fucking shock
if we're-
anyone near
If
us.
we're all allowed to, I'll just
Oh.
roll it, but I'm not expecting anything from it.
Oh.
Okay.
14.
That's-
Okay.
Oh,
Hold on, that wasn't Braley. That was just me.
oh no, 16.
16 for
sorry.
Brayley.
All right.
It was-
So here's what I think you notice
Okay.
as you're all dancing. It is, you all stand out for certain. You all stand out. Even if one of you wasn't glowing, you would all stand out in this crowd. But I think what you all take is, while you are definitely garnering some attention and definitely some looks of like, what in the hell?
Hell yeah.
you're also diplomatic envoys, so it's not like someone could do something about it
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
wanted to.
No,
Like-
no, we don't like your kind around here.
Yeah, well, like they could say that if they want their career to be very short. Like, you know what I mean? You're kind of damning yourself if you make an international incident at a party like this. I will say, I think the person who's giving you the most of a, oh my god, look, is Tashira. Who is just like,
No, whatever.
you're all supposed to be my attaches.
I have never not been the
It's-
adult in the room.
It's a
We've never technically received training for this.
That's true. Although Tashira definitely gives you an appreciative nod, Layla.
any of
I
the
fit in. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
how are the counselors right now that we see?
One of them you can see, Counselor Rune is currently talking with Queen Vanya,
Okay.
and looks to be. She looks bored. Like the look on her face is very much like, yep.
Okay.
And Counselor Kiva is watching you all. She is.
We're suspicious of her, I think.
Yes, you believe that she might be
Hiding something.
hiding something, which
Okay.
they're probably all hiding something. In
Well,
fairness,
yeah, but she
She's more obvious.
she's the one who
sketchy.
gave Vorshik a look,
yes.
and he then shut up.
Yep. Okay. Where's Vorshik?
He is also here. He is nervously drinking a glass of wine over off the edge of the dance floor. And he, more than any of them, looks like he doesn't want to be here.
Perfect. I know where I'm going after this.
Great.
While
Yeah, I was
I'm-
gonna say the same thing, so I guess we're both going.
Oh,
Well,
well.
He's the like science medicine one, right?
Then Picante will
Yes.
spin y'all towards that direction.
while I'm dancing with Locke, I want to just sort of gently probe towards like finding out like is he anybody important and you know little stuff like that that I don't think I could actually role play out and would be far too boring for a stream. But you know that sort of general like
Yeah,
what is
you
his
want to
sense
try
of
and
this is he somebody that we should does he have any sort of sway with anybody else like that sort of stuff.
So during the course of your dancing with him, and as the first one ends, he asks if you care to continue, and you say yes. So as he's dancing with
Still
you,
feeling-
he does talk to you a little bit. Obviously, like any good officer, he's careful not to reveal anything he shouldn't. But he lets you know that his unit was stationed down in the Jaw, and that he only recently has returned from an injury he sustained in combat down there. He had a he sustained a magical wound across his abdomen, which sidelined him for the better part of a year, and he's only recently returned to active service. But he is excited to get back to the Jaw. However, he was first requisitioned here as a attaché and an aide to Counselor Rune.
Okay. And, you know, of course, sprinkled in with all that is your normal small talk stuff.
Yeah.
Here's some of my stuff, including that I am a healer.
He's fascinated by that, given his recent wound. It's being a doctor in the theater of war must be. Well, I'm sure you have no shortage of time to use your abilities, but I can't imagine this is how you would want to do so.
I mean, coming to join this, I always knew it would be an active lifestyle. And it
say
has
the least.
it has not proven that wrong. But
You know,
much like coming to try and put an end to all of this, such is my calling.
well, I would say that you do not seem to be quite the bloodthirsty monsters that Counselor Rune believes you to be.
Well, thank you. I try not to let that get in the way of my duties.
No, it's too true. It is something to remember that one day this war will be over and we will all have to be countrymen again.
One can only hope. That's
He
part
nods.
of why we're here.
Yes. Well, with any luck, it'll be over sooner rather than later. Between you and I think an alliance between the Children of the Deep and the Warden Republic could be greatly beneficial, but I suppose maybe that's why they don't pay me to make those kinds of decisions.
Now, as an officer, somebody had faith in you to some degree, at least.
Yes, well, he chuckles. I attended military academy, so I was pretty well trained when the time came, but well, he looks around. I'll admit this is not my scene exactly.
Now, for all that, you are distinguishing yourself to a fair enough degree.
Well, as my mother once said, if you can dance, it'll take you anywhere in life. And you two continue to talk and to dance. Nova, at one point, Picante Roja
Yeah.
spins you
Oh, beautiful.
over towards the edge of the dance floor, and indeed, that is where Counselor Vorshek is standing.
So to clarify, actually, because I think I think Ayla wants to go to Vorshek, so I'm actually gonna switch.
Okay.
You said Kiva was talking to the queen.
No, Rune was talking to the
Rune
queen.
was talking to the queen.
Kiva has been kind of keeping an eye on you all.
Okay, I'm still. That's okay. Can someone just quickly remind me Rune's thing?
Rune is the one who thinks you all sent the Draconic Legion to the jaw, and is correct.
Oops, that's okay. We'll make this work.
He does not like any of you.
Yeah, but you said that the queen looks bored.
The queen does not look pleased with the conversation that she is enraptured in.
I'm gonna spin over there if Ayla wants to spin over to Vorshek.
Okay.
But before Nova leaves, she is they are gonna kind of look to both of you with hands on your chins. Let's do this again at the end of the night, yes? And then they will go off. What?
No.
That's what
nothing.
you do.
Yeah.
Once we're successful, you do one last dance.
Works for me.
Dance. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Conte will do the leg work to maneuver and spin everyone in the direction they need to go. Maybe do like a
Perfect.
dip.
Oh,
Beautiful.
love that.
I love it. Little dip cycles through. But yes. So whoever, if you want to do Vorshik first, that's fine. But that's where I will go.
Okay. Yeah, let's do Vorshik first. So, Ayla, you are skillfully but subtly moved over towards the edge of the dance floor where Vorshik is standing and pounding down what it must be his third wine in the last, hour. But he glances over at you. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, it's Captain, right? Captain Ayla?
Callie, I've lost track of what our title actually is at this point.
Lieutenant, I think?
I think you were all lieutenants.
Well, that's what
That's
we
fair.
started at.
No, you started as lieutenants. You're captains now, yes.
Oh, we are captains. Oh, okay.
Yep.
We aren't a bunch of lieutenants named Colonel.
No, you are captains.
God. That's correct.
He nods. It's very nice to meet you less formally. I apologize for some of the theatrics in there earlier today. The Council of Seven, like so many leadership councils, is often about making your opinion known whether it has any bearing on the situation or not.
That does tend to be how politics goes. I've never particularly had the patience.
It does take a certain temperament and a certain ability to, well, you can probably imagine.
I get the idea.
Is this your first time in Warden Republic lands?
Yeah, actually it is. Haven't seen a whole lot of Mother's Jail, actually.
You strike me as being quite young. How old are you?
How long has the campaign been going? Like, since we started session 1?
About 6 months.
20?
20. So you've never seen Mother's Jail without war?
No, I came here 4 years ago now.
A mercenary originally, then.
We're on the way that found out she was good at being a mercenary, but...
I am young for a counselor, but even I have known Mother's Jail in times of peace. It is a beautiful continent when it's not like this. Though I suppose I've known it in war longer now than I've known it at peace.
I would say it still has its moments.
That it does. You and yours on the dance floor might be one of those individuals. That's you certainly liven the party up.
Well, it wouldn't do it to be too entirely boring now, would it?
No, I suppose not. Things in the Warden Republic, well, especially in the Verde, have always been a little bit more traditional. There are those who look forward to a day when perhaps something new can be embraced.
Well, if there's anything my group is not, it's traditional.
I had gathered as much.
I did want to kind of make an offer to you. I'm aware how absolutely insane most of what I said in the meeting sounds. So I thought I would offer, either if you or one of your physicians want to examine, she'll kind of gesture to the scars. I would be willing to.
I don't need my equipment to look upon those scars and know that you were not born with them. Well, not as they are now, anyway.
No.
What was said in there about Azure, about Shizu being alive? It was true, wasn't it?
Every word of it.
In the early goings of this war, it was fairly standard combat for the Dragonborn. Marching in corps and guerrilla tactics in the mountains and setting up barricades and defenses. The war has changed a lot over my near on 15 years fighting in it. The things that we get reports on now don't make sense, and many attribute it to shock, traumatic stress. And I can't help but wonder sometimes if it's because we in command want that to be the case, or if it actually is the case.
It'd make things so much easier if it was the case.
Yeah. Counselor Kiva thinks that this is a play for you all to gain control of the Fangs, Shipswallow Bay. And she makes some sense in what she believes. It would certainly be a great boon to you all to have it. Counselor Rune, I believe, is blinded with anger and grief, and rightfully so. He has watched more of his own die than anyone I know. So tell me this, Ayla. When you tell me these things, why do I believe you?
What reason does a woman who's already dead have to lie?
So it's terminal then. In my experience, people who are already dead sometimes have the greatest reason to lie. Yet, I don't sense that from you. I'm planning on voting in favor of alliance. I don't think we need more enemies. And when it comes down to it, that's what the question being asked here really is. Do we want a friend or an enemy? And I think we need more friends.
I've always been a fan of friends.
Me too. Besides, yours are fun to watch dance, and he motions to Canis and Ramiel.
Well, here's hoping they don't give... Sorry, I'm scrolling for the name. Is it Vorshek the one?
You're talking to Vorshek.
Oh, yeah, shit.
It might be Kiva, you
Sanu.
think?
No, I'm thinking of
Sanu.
Sanu. Well, here's hoping they don't give Sanu a heart attack.
From a military standpoint, it wouldn't be a terrible strategy. He is a great leader. But I hope that when this war is over, a great many new freedoms will be presented to us, if we're willing to fight for them. We should all be so lucky as to be able to love who we wish.
I would agree.
He nods. Well, I'm going to go drink another wine. And he steps off.
Poor guy.
Yes, you get the sense that he is probably gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You looking a
She's
little...
not gonna ask, and he's
He's-
not gonna tell.
He certainly would not tell.
Yeah, he's looking a little longingly at the...
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Was Rune the one that was being very rude to us?
Yes,
In the
I
meeting?
think Rune
Okay.
was the least... I mean, outside of maybe Admiral Sanu, who also was not very pleasant to any of you, but Counselor Rune was certainly the one who most
He
actively
was-
accused you all of being
Yeah, I'm only
villains.
approaching him because the queen's talking to him, and I figure I can get a softened approach, so that's why I'm going for it.
No, I just wanted to make sure Rune was the one that I had my sparring bit with. Okay.
It is, and you are currently dancing with one of his aides.
Oh, that's funny.
So you make your way over to where the queen is, and indeed, Counselor Rune is explaining some of the finer points of ice fishing in Lostport, which she does not seem particularly enthralled by, as she nods. Yes, and I'm certain that the size of the rod is very important. Oh, hello, Miss Hayes, or Captain Hayes. My apologies.
Thank you.
Counselor Rune looks over, annoyed.
Counselor Rune, it is, you are looking absolutely dashing tonight.
Thank you. As are you.
Apologies, I understand that things are a little bit different in certain cultures here than where I was growing up. But
Not at all. You are, of course, guests and representatives of the Children of the Deep, and we can certainly accommodate cultures far and wide.
of course, and would we say Your Majesty to the Queen?
Yep.
Okay. And of course, Your Majesty, you have been such excellent hosts to us, very unusual guests of your house.
Oh, well, as I always say, I do enjoy a good party. She doesn't add anything else on that. She just leaves it right there as she starts fanning herself.
You know, a good party is what is the most important. I am making this up as I go. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. The important part of a good party, of course, is how everyone has a chance to come together. That normally when things would get tense with the outside world and the war and everything, but here we can all be friends, yes?
Counselor Rune looks at you through gritted teeth.
No need to be so tense. Why don't we all just relax?
Vanya seems to pick up on that, and she nods. Oh, it is one of my favorite things to see rivals come together in revelry. Yes, of course, Your Majesty. No, it is... certainly we may have our disagreements at the bargaining table and in the political theater, but we are at a party. Miss Captain Hayes, I thank you for your reminder of proper decorum.
Of course. Now tell me, Councillor Rune, what exactly is it that you enjoy most about gatherings such as this?
He seems to think
I will
about
do
that
a
for a moment.
persuasion check.
Yeah,
if
go ahead
I
and do a
must.
persuasion check.
Come on, dice, don't fuck me over. 20 is a solid roll, I guess.
30-20.
Dirty 20, yeah.
Just like your shirt.
There we go.
Sadly, I didn't roll natural 20s, but
He glances down for a moment as he considers his answer very carefully.
yeah. Sorry, I'm being kind of a shit.
No, you're fine. I think my favorite thing about parties and gatherings such as these is when people are engaged in revelry, they have a tendency to show you who they really are.
You are right about that. How about all three of us play a game?
I love games. Oh my goodness.
All right.
Yes, counselor, I insist you play with us.
Please, no, Counselor. I think you will be very good at this game. Let us all
Wonderful.
take a moment to scan the room and point out some people and make some inferences about them.
But of course, why don't you lead us off and show us how it's done, Captain?
All right. I'm gonna go. We're gonna start easy. I'm gonna look over. Can I just look for somebody plain?
Yeah.
Like, my perception check isn't very good, but I want to look
One of
for.
the guards.
Yeah, let me look at for like a guard that maybe is paying a little too much attention to another lady of the court.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need me to make a roll for that, or
No, you're fine.
okay? I'll just motion because I want to start small, and then we'll get increasingly dangerous. I'm gonna motion to the guard. That one over there has been staring quite longingly at the beautiful woman in the emerald green dress. I think he wishes he could perhaps ask for a dance.
Mm-hmm. Queen Vanya applauds. Oh, I understand. Yes, no, this game is quite fun. Okay, let me see. And she looks around the room and motions towards the king. Goes, I see a man who has the world upon his shoulders and yet walks every day prouder than the last. As she swoons a little bit. The counselor just rolls his eyes.
I would say that the game you're supposed to pick people you aren't necessarily close with, but I
You
will
want to say
give
that
her
to the
this.
queen?
Nope, I'm not.
Okay.
I just nod. Wonderful deduction.
That's directly to the camera.
Correct.
Wonderful deductions, Your Majesty. Councillor Rune, if you would please.
He looks over at Ramiel. I see someone who is uncomfortable in their own skin and is bound and determined to get a rise out of his enemies.
Very interesting. Very interesting. What do you see that gives you that impression?
I have traveled far and wide and experienced many dances, and I know the difference between a courtly dance and one meant to, well, get a rise one way or the other.
I see. Sharp eyes. All right, I suppose it is my turn again. All right, if you don't mind, Callie, I would like to look towards Fortune where Ayla is. Could we, tell me if this is metagaming, could we assume that at this point in the conversation I am seeing him open up a little bit to Ayla?
I think Ayla looks more comfortable, so probably.
Okay. I'm going to motion over to Captain Vorshin. I see a man who has had to keep a lot of thoughts to himself that maybe are not always in line with his peers. And I am seeing him start to perhaps find common ground with someone on his own beliefs.
Queen Vanya speaks up and goes, I see a caterer who has not yet been paid tonight.
Oh dear.
And she continues to flicker and back with him and waves over to him. No, don't worry, I'll take care of it.
Very important.
Counselor Rune is like, stirring, Your Majesty.
I love her. Counselor Rune.
He looks over towards you.
Yeah.
I see a woman who knows more than she lets on. I see a woman who... He smiles to himself. I see a woman who knows that the game of brinksmanship that's being played here has nothing to do with the realities of the world or facts. You hope that I will agree to ally with you, knowing full well that your actions, the Children of the Deep's actions, have led to the untold suffering of my people. And I want you to know that I may well do so. Because the facts as they are don't particularly matter. What matters is the facts that will be. And I don't know that either of us will win this war alone. But know that when I do give my assent, if I do, I will have to keep myself from throwing up.
If I may,
Please.
Counselor Room, when I see you, I see a man who has seen realities that would make some people here lose their minds. I see a man who's had to be very, sorry, my accent is losing myself, has had to be very strong in times where everyone else has failed to be strong for you. And I see a man that is making a very difficult decision, which is to put aside the screams of the dead, to do some things that will hopefully prevent more deaths upon us. And I respect that, Counselor Rune. I want you to know.
He nods. If you'll excuse me.
Of
And he
course.
steps off.
Your Majesty, I appreciate that you played this game with me.
Oh, I do love games
Of
and parties.
Parties are wonderful. If you will excuse me, Your Majesty, I must continue walking.
Oh, of course. Got to burn those calories.
Very important. This food is quite decadent. I know it is not the most. Oh no, we wouldn't say that. I'm sorry. This food is quite decadent. Thank you.
It's slop, but okay.
It's just fine. Just kind of nod, bow, and continue going.
She plays her part to perfection.
Oh, she does.
So you all dance?
I don't know if Ramiel has a.
Oh, sorry, Ramiel. Did you have something else you
Do you have
wanted to do?
something you are doing?
Yes. At some point, during the dance, he will, thank Canis for it and, let him know that he is going to be talking to Admiral Sanu at some point. And, probably ask, like, what exactly was it that you did that, like, really pissed him off?
Mm.
And, like, did you do it?
Canis gives you a sheepish look, I think. That tells you immediately that they did do it. They're... So allow me to preface this by saying it was a different time in the war and we were very desperate. We needed diversions, things that would keep them off their fleet off our tail. And I was quite good at it. I was good at infiltrating port cities in the Warden Republic and making a nuisance of myself. No. He may suggest that at one time or another, I perhaps stole his flagship and his wife.
At the same time.
Oh yeah. She was on board the ship at the time, which I didn't realize when I stole it in my defense. But that also didn't stop me from sleeping with her, so yeah, you know. Anyway, I left her on an island and then beached the ship on some reef, and yeah.
It's okay. There's a lot with that.
Yeah.
Did you, at the very least, ensure that the lady was found, hale and whole?
Yes and no.
Darling, you do realize you have a responsibility when you engage in intimate relations with.
Like I say, it was a different time in my life. I was much younger, much more foolhardy.
Mm-hmm.
She did get rescued, apparently.
Okay.
But, you know, is that because I helped her get rescued? Not necessarily. But I think we can all agree that what's important is that she was rescued.
Okay. And have you at the very least made it known that you have since then expressed regret for effectively making a fool out of the good admiral?
I understand what you're saying. So, at one time, yes, I was actually invading a different port city with a completely different plan, but he happened to be there with his wife, so I thought that would be the right time for me to at least, you know, hey, you know, no hard feelings sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got to their manor, he was out, so I told her no hard feelings, and it turns out there was still one hard feeling, so I might have slept with her again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did you get caught in the act?
In the act? No. After the act? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should make our way over there and show that we are And he kind of like trails off, kind of like leading, like
And ask how his wife's doing.
apologize.
Ah.
Perhaps, as a show of good faith, extending the olive branch, as it were.
Yeah, my
No,
specialty.
she already has the
Uh.
whole olive branch.
Oh, I listen.
That olive oil ain't extra virgin anymore. They'll tell you that.
No, it's definitely not. Listen, look, I'm not saying I would do it again, but I'm not saying I wouldn't. He did sink our fleet like 6 times in 17 days, so. All right, fine.
You don't think it might be it might have been motivated by certain events prior.
In my defense, that was after you've got the cause and effect are backwards. I did those things because he destroyed our fleet,
I see.
and because I really wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, that's the first reason he's mad at me.
First.
Well,
how
and
many-
second, technically, depending on how you look at it.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. Well, it sounds like I have my work cut out for me. That said, I would rather not leave you alone. And
That's what I said to his wife.
as I did
Ugh.
give you my word that I will not be leaving your side, and I intend to keep that.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
And
How about
such,
maybe we should go talk to him? Yeah.
yes, and maybe you ought to not bring up the fact that you may have slept with his wife once or twice. It was only the 2 times, yes. You haven't made it into a pattern.
When you say pattern, how many times is a pattern?
More than 3.
It might be a pattern.
Good.
In my defense, the 3rd time she came to me.
Okay.
Anyway, she lives in Scale now.
I was not aware that she was no longer on Warden Republic lands.
No, she came and stayed in Scale. I mean, we're not together anymore, but we were for a while. Well, I mean, every so often we were. Like I say, it was a different time. I was a lot younger and a lot dumber. Didn't know that I preferred men yet. Although when you look at her, maybe maybe there were signs, is what I'm saying.
All right. Okay. Right. Well, I do so love a challenge.
Oh, well, I'm happy to provide. I love you.
And are you? And he's going to bow low and offer him his arm.
He takes it and walks with you over towards Admiral Sanu, who does not look happy that you two are approaching. Delightful.
Admiral Sanu, good evening.
Captain Lorest. Mr. Mistal. Actually, I'm a... You know what? It's not important.
I do so hope that the events of tonight have at least helped alleviate some of the day's stress for you.
Yes. There have been... It's a delightful party.
The Queen does throw quite the soiree in here.
Yes, the queen, of course.
I take it that a man of your prestige has no shortage of attending such events, such gatherings.
Uh, yes, I find myself having to quite frequently attend these sorts of events. I used to enjoy them much more when I would attend with my wife.
Oh, I was not aware that you were married.
I'm certain. Canis nods. So, about that.
And Ramiel kind of like looks over.
My bad.
The first time I didn't realize she was on the ship. Really, I just wanted your ship. Yes, the one you crashed. Which is why you are still referred to as Mr. and not Captain. Yeah. The second time, I'll own that one. That was my bad. I was really actually going to come apologize to you. The third time, though, at some point, this is on her. You know what I mean?
I believe my companion is what my companion is trying to say is he is trying to, at the very least, make amends for past wrongdoings and expresses regret for having engaged in some foolhardy activities.
Canis,
And
I am 62 years old. I have been an admiral in this army for over 40 years. Well, a soldier in it at least. Do you believe that my issue with you relates to the, shall we say, extramarital concerns we've had? I had a feeling it probably didn't help things any. I should say it did not. However, you are guilty of over 100 confirmed acts of piracy, and for that I will see you at the end of a rope.
Woof. That's intense to say at a ball.
So what you call piracy, I call war. You harass people off the seas long enough, they start turning to other tactics when they can't beat you in a straight-up battle. If that is what helps you to sleep at night, Captain, if you'll excuse me. He turns and leaves.
a moment, Admiral.
Speak, young man. I have not much time left. I don't enjoy wasting it.
Desperation can often drive better men to doing or committing acts they thought themselves above. It is something I have personally witnessed, personally engaged in, committing acts I'm not proud of. It is one thing to hold on. Let that fuel you, let that motivate you. Let that anger seethe and drive you into living towards another day. But it is my firm belief that it takes greater strength and courage to go beyond that and take the first step to change. I've seen your eyes in many others I've spoken to. Others I'd consider my comrades. I don't mean to belittle the sort of loss, the sort of grief that you must feel. I can't claim to even understand an inkling of it. But what I can offer is my word. As a young man, perhaps one who will make foolish mistakes in the future. But a mistake is only a mistake if I don't learn from it. If I don't grow because of it. If I don't become better. This war has taken a lot from many of us, and it will only keep doing so unless we present a united front against who I believe would be the common enemy of the citizens of Mother's Jail.
If your career as a soldier doesn't work out, you have a future as a poet. I will think on your words.
I would rather write about your legacy as the man who found it in himself to forgive and stood united with us.
Then if that man exists, you will have the chance to write about him. Good night. And with that, he does excuse himself. Canis glances over at you. You said that better than I would have.
Well, I'm nothing else if not gifted with my tongue.
Canis nods in agreement. Too true. As the evening goes on and you enjoy the revelry, the drink, eventually there is a moment where the mood changes a little bit in the room, and that seems to be around the time 4 soldiers enter in. These soldiers are not wearing their dress regalia. They look like soldiers from the field. One of them has a bandaged arm. The other 2 are wearing what looks like the uniform of like a pikeman. And one of them has on a green vest that signifies them as a messenger or a scout. And they kind of hurry in, and one of them quickly approaches the king. And there's definitely whisperings in the area at that.
Everybody knows something's up.
This might be a little bit too intense. Tashira quickly motions you all over as whatever is being said. And indeed, as the whispers from the scout go to the king immediately starts ordering non-military personnel out of the room.
Do we stay or must we leave?
I'm not entirely certain. The king glances at you after a moment. None of you move. Counselors, stay as well.
Oh boy.
Still lounge around my new captain friend.
Tashira kind of shifts a little uncomfortably as if she's not certain what's going on. Before the king, once the doors are closed, the king glances at the group of you. The children of the deep have engaged the Draconic Legion at 3 roads, assaulting their encampment there. Tashira blinks. I'm sorry, Your Majesty? As I just said, the children of the deep have engaged at 3 roads with the Draconic Legion. Counselor Rune glances over. So they send a emissary here to keep us busy and then launch their attack anyway? The king raises a hand. I want to hear what they have to say about this first.
I'm going to say this is definitely not something we were aware of. I feel like I
No.
remember that
Absolutely
much.
not.
No, this was... Tashira seems to be considering in her head, and then she grits her teeth. Tessa.
She moved ahead. She moved ahead?
Against my direct orders.
Why would she do that? And compromise everything that we are doing here.
Why, indeed.
She didn't think we were going to succeed.
Your Majesty, this revelation has come as news to both me and my attaché. Counselor Kiva speaks up at that. Are we to believe you do not know what is happening in your own army, General?
We are screwed our way.
I will ensure that this does not stand. No. I will send my attachés to attend to this, and I will stay here as your prisoner in the meantime, until this situation can be sorted out and I can be negotiated back for. Would that serve to quell everyone's concerns of our intentions here? King looks at the counselors. Very well. At that, Tashira looks at you all.
Are you sure about this?
No, but I'm short of options. Listen carefully to me. You are all being given field commissions to the rank of major. Ayla, you are being given the commission of the rank of commander. You are all to ride for 3 roads and relieve Tessa of her command. If she resists, kill her. Am I understood?
Crystal.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
If she surrenders peacefully, arrest her. Otherwise, I don't want to see her.
Very well.
Go get changed and go. I will remain here and try to sort this mess out.
We will contact by sending stone when we are aware of the situation.
Very good. Your Majesty, I am sending them immediately to relieve my second in command of her position, and I will have them, if they are capable, withdraw forces. If the battle is already over, we will discuss the future of 3 roads at that point. The king nods. You're all dismissed.
Your Majesty. Counselors.
Ramiel is reluctant to go.
Layla's quick to go.
gonna say, Ayla is dragging Ramiel if he tries to stay.
Tashir does look at you, Ramiel. Your commanding officer has been sent away. You are to go with them.
Mom, I can't just leave you here.
You can and you will, soldier. I'll be fine.
I may be your soldier, but I'm also your son.
That you are?
And they gain nothing from harming her.
The commander is correct. I am not a very good bargaining chip dead.
And God, what's her name? Hold on. Is Shayna still here?
Shayna is, no. Right now, all non-military personnel have been ordered out, so Shayna's not here.
Okay. Probably more than a little desperate. Looking at the king. We will be back for her.
Obviously, there is a great deal that needs to be sorted through. But indeed,
Right.
I have no intention of hurting the general.
Right. Right, of course. And probably maybe for like a few more moments, Ramiel will take Tashir's hand and squeeze it. And he'll let go and follow Ayla's lead.
Tashir smiles at you as you do. I'll see you soon. And you all hurry out.
It is time to ski on that daddle.
Yeah, it's finally time, I guess, to deal with Ublave.
It is-
Sounds like she's kind of taken over.
Yep. You are all provided with horses because you will not be able to make it if you had to like take a ship back to High Wall and then ride to Three Roads. That would take too long. So you're all provided with horses, and with hard riding, you should be able to get there probably by morning. Is there anything anyone want to talk about while you are riding through the night? You are able to, of course, get back into your armor and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I think that that thing inside her sword has finally gotten to her. We need to be careful to know that we may be dealing with something
More than just
unexpected.
her.
Exactly.
Certainly seems like the most likely culprit, at least that jumps to mind. I suppose it's something of a moot point to ask the rest all y'all if you had anything that you thought might be good or useful information gleaned from that.
Ugh. Only that I was this close in getting Councillor Rune on our side, but alas, I don't know what this is going to bring.
I had
Shame.
Vorshak on our side, but who knows now?
Did Rorschach say anything of what Kiva is making him hide?
Nothing particular.
Ugh. Well,
Such a waste of a good party.
agreed. How unfortunate. So it is curious that, well, I suppose they would have scouts over there. It is interesting how fast the information traveled to them. But
The timing of it does suggest that Tessa may have set out shortly after you all did.
I see. So from the beginning, did she perhaps not think that we would be... Either she did not think we would be successful, or she was waiting for us to be gone. I'm not sure which is worse.
Or both.
That too.
Either way, it bodes ill.
It does. It is strange. I do not recall if she had said anything against this original plan, but my memory may be foggy.
No, she was in favor of it.
Okay.
Who's in her regiment?
In Tessa's?
Yeah.
Tessa has the whole army out of... Yeah, technically you all are her most direct reports, but she is the commanding officer of the army in the general's absence.
How many sending stones do we got?
I don't know.
Ugh.
At least one.
Yeah, I know. Be nice if
have-
we had a couple.
I have sending the spell if we really need it.
Maybe at the end of the battle. I was just wondering if it would be worth having like a sending message to somebody like Asuka or Orion or something to see if they're part of this.
Try
That's
and
just-
get some forward intelligence.
Right. If we want to use the sending stone for that, that's okay. I didn't know what people thought about that.
I'm in favor.
No, it checks out, makes sense.
What do you want to message?
We're clearly riding into a unknown situation.
All right. I guess I'll contact Asuka unless anybody feels like I should contact somebody else.
I feel like she makes the most sense. I think she's still technically in charge of second chances.
Yeah.
Yep, she is currently the leader of the Second Chances.
Alright.
While
The
this is
reluctant
being
leader.
discussed,
Yeah.
Layla will bring up, would we want to reach out to Tessa?
No.
I don't think so. I thought about this, but I personally don't think that's a good idea, only because we don't know what state she's in, and I don't know if her knowing we're on our way is going to be a helpful thing for us.
Fair enough.
We
That
don't
was-
want to deal with her ordering our arrest and
Yeah. That was
I
I thought of that, but that was my conclusion.
Well, it seemed like a topic worthy of at least bringing up.
Of course. Ramiel, was there something you wanted me to know before I contact Asuka?
Pretty much like he's going to share like I don't know how much of what Violet shared was shared, but at this point Ramiel will share that what do you call it, like more on the actual like entity of Tessa's patron,
Mm-hmm.
and that Violet has had familiarity with it.
Yeah, she sure has.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was thinking of a different person when you said Violet. I understand now from the other timeline. I get not
Yep,
timeline.
in the other world. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So this
Bulgarian, as we can call her, maybe.
Yep, she is. Originally, yeah, she's Baldurian.
that is true. Unfortunately, I do not think sending a message to her is going to be very worthwhile, considering she is still learning the language. But that is important to know if we can find her. Perhaps she knows a weakness. I will send a message to Asuka.
Okay.
Do you need me to count out 20, or do you trust me not to make it ridiculous?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Novair, we heard that there is attack at 3 roads. We are on our way back. Is there anything you can tell us about the situation?
You hear back, battle going well. Sailed across the eye, took the Watcher's fort, cleaning out 3 roads.
Whoa.
Yes, that would suggest that they snuck around, sailed across the eye, and sacked the Watcher's fort to cut off the Draconic Legion supplies into Three Roads and are now in the process of cleaning it out. Meaning they were able to make a nearly full encirclement of it and put it under siege.
The fuck? Okay, well, I mentioned that. Asuka seems to not... Did she sound weird? She sounded normal? Okay.
No. As far as she knows, she was ordered by her commander to go to war, and their plan has been working.
This is more concerning.
They got the Watcher's Fort, right?
Yep, they have already taken the Watcher's Fort and are now... Basically, they've encircled Three Roads and are now in the process of getting the rest of the Draconic Legion out of it and taking it.
Entered siege.
The one, it's not paired with Asuka, right? So that's the one a
Right.
day burn
Yeah.
for that.
Sorry.
There is a moment where you get another message from Orion,
Okay.
who says, Asuka mentioned that you're riding in from Castle Treya. We've got a spot on the northeast lines. Violet will meet you there.
Relayed information. Everyone seems to be in good morale. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm really bad at the accent today. Everyone seems to be at good morale. This could bode ill for us, depending on our hopes for a alliance. But we shall have to figure that out when we get there. Yes.
Warn them to disobey the orders. Just so they know what is happening when we get there.
Okay.
Okay.
I will send a message back.
Mm-hmm.
We will meet with Violet. I should warn you all that Tessa disobeyed direct orders from Tashira to accomplish this. But we understand that you are only following orders.
Take caution.
Yeah, take caution. Be careful.
So, you all ride through the night. And indeed, as roughly, probably about an hour after dawn breaks, you clear the forests here, and the city of Three Roads comes into view. And the view for you all is pretty spectacular. Basically, I'm going to draw out a little bit of the battle lines here. We need that deep green for the children of the deep.
Children
Shit,
of the Deep Green.
can't see colors.
While
need
you're
help?
drawing those, does Ayla have anything to prove that she got promoted?
No. I don't know what she'd have been able to give you.
Napkin
General
note.
Handwritten note?
You know what?
Signed letter.
Yes, actually, she would have
Signed-
given you. She would have
signed
given
letter.
you a written order.
Yeah, that's pretty great. My mom signed this.
I
Got her
think that's why
signature.
Ramiel didn't get the extra promotion.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm,
Can't make it look like
nepotism.
yeah.
I'll tell you right now that the reason it was Ayla is because when you were all ordered to leave, Ayla immediately did so. So there's an attack coming from that way, and up from Fort Whitewind. And then they are basically now all entrapped in here. So, and I'm actually going to jump over on this so that everyone else can see too. So, yes, basically as you're all riding in, you're basically riding past the Warden Republic's lines, but you've all been given permission to do so. As you start to see the city of Three Roads, it's a large box fort city. It's got the walls in it are roughly a diamond-shaped city with, indeed, fittingly enough, 3 major roads that go into it, one off the south, one off the west, and one to the northeast. you can see the banners of the Children of the Deep have basically encompassed 3 sides of the city right now, and the 4th is the lines of the Draconic is the lines of the Warden Republic, which they certainly haven't engaged with. They're not fighting the Warden Republic, but the Warden Republic is also not defending their interests because they were under the impression that there was a diplomatic meeting going on. So why would they risk that by starting open warfare if they're not being attacked? So it seems like Tessa has taken advantage of that to know that even if you guys are, whether you guys are successful or not, doesn't actually matter to her. She just needs to know her flank's not going to get attacked, and that's exactly what she did.
The fact that we're there is success enough for her purposes.
For what she wants, yes, exactly. And indeed, even the road from where the Watcher's fort is currently under the control of the Children of the Deep, which is
tactically sound move. Vicious.
Oh yeah, it's ruthless, vicious, and definitely treason, but it's tactically
game.
Yeah, tactically it's brilliant what she did. But as you ride towards the front lines on the northeast side, and indeed here everyone's not really dug in like they are in other places. They're settling in for the siege of the city itself, but they're not really worrying about the army to their back because they don't believe they have to be. That is where you find Violet waiting for you. And Violet looks a little bit different. She still has the deep, that kind of tanned complexion and the braided hair. She's got, however, a new jacket that she's wearing that has a symbol of a black crescent moon on it, which is the symbol of the dark side, Kelsey and Yuki and Melisandre's ship. She has apparently been adopted onto the crew. And she also has a pair of gauntlets that look like Kelsey's. Kelsey has made her a set of them as well.
Slightly
You love to see it.
Yeah, you love to see it. And as you all,
tattoos as well.
I don't remember if she's tatted up or not.
I think she had some.
I
but
think
don't
she had some
remember
on.
what they were at this point.
Yeah, I think she's got some markings on her face, if I recall. She has like some facial tattoos.
But no, tattoos spreading from her back to her.
No, she does not have Vi's tattoos. I wish. But as you approach, she holds up her gloved hand and nods.
Violet, good to see you're well.
Captain said you'd be back.
Can you take us to the captain?
The commander or the captain?
Captain, then commander.
She nods. Follow me. I'll see if I can't find Captain Listel. She's getting better at speaking your language. That's notable right away.
Mm-hmm.
But she starts walking you through. Indeed, the morale here seems great. For what has long been a stalemate, to suddenly surprise attack and take the Watcher's fort, which now, if you conquer 3 roads, the door to Shipswallow is open at that point. The morale among the troops seems quite good, and she's able to take you to where Asuka and Orion are encamped. Just a simple set of tents. Rain is there as well. They nod to you as you approach. Violet motions. Yeah, they were there, like you said.
Just kind of.
Asuka gets up. I take it the meeting hasn't gone as well as you all hoped.
The meeting was going great.
Until
Tessa disobeyed orders.
Yes, until they discovered that this fight was happening.
Yeah,
Then
something
they
of
had to
a
leave.
spanner in the works.
Uh,
Or whatever the actual more culturally appropriate, because that is.
I think there's a
too
span.
high-tech of a
yeah,
phrase.
a wrench maybe.
A wrench, yeah.
That's a different word for a wrench.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
so
about to
it's
say,
probably
isn't a
fine.
spanner just a anyway?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Well, that's unfortunate. As you
If
can
she
see, we're
hadn't-
doing quite well here.
If she hadn't pulled this shit, they were voting to ally with us today.
I mean, fair enough.
It does beg the question, though, of why you are here. the job that's being done for what it is certainly admirable, but it is contrary to our otherwise collective goals.
I'm here following my orders. I was ordered to help take the Watcher's Fort and then help lay siege to 3 roads, and that is what we did.
When did Tessa give these orders?
Probably a day after you left.
Did she
Your new
say?
orders are to help us arrest or kill her.
Ayla, I understand we're close, but you're a captain and she's a commander.
She got promoted.
We do have the emergency paperwork here. And sort of pull it out of the pack.
Can you explain a little bit more of what Tessa said to you all when she relayed these orders?
Yeah, she told us that we had a unique opportunity to strike and that we were to take it. The Watcher's Fort would be, while the Draconic Legion waited to see the outcome of the meeting, that they would be distracted and we would have a chance to take the fort almost unopposed. She wasn't wrong either. We conquered it in the span of 6 hours. But by your word, Commander, there will be many who... Well, there are many who are loyal to Commander Alspeth.
Then
This will
perhaps
be something of a great cause of confusion, I understand.
if
Well-
we
We are just as confused.
We'll help with that. Orion, Rain, 3 of us are going to go around and ensure that Tessa's field marshals are not tempted to disobey General Tashira's orders. We'll ensure that chaos doesn't break out when you make your arrest.
if we can perhaps meet with Captain Tessa quietly, that could be helpful.
Yes.
That's the idea.
If Tessa truly stands by what she has done, then she understands the ramifications of her actions.
Violet looks at you all. Oubliez.
You sensed her?
The scent is familiar.
That is what we
Okay,
feared.
then.
I'll help you.
Any weaknesses of this oubliez that we can use?
Punch.
Yes, I'm not very good at that. I'm very weak.
Stab. Magic.
All right, that's fair enough.
Does she
Fair.
know we are here?
I don't think so.
Keep it that way for now.
This may need to be a private affair that we take care of.
I'll take you to her camp.
Thank you.
Come on. And the other members, Orion, Rain, and Asuka, indeed, all go to basically prepare to assume command of the various siege lines.
Do those 3 know about the oubliez situation with Tessa?
No, Violet seems to be the one who knows about that.
Okay. I guess I would just let them know that we think there could be another force at play, but we're going to determine that.
Okay.
It's mostly just to convince them of why this is such a problem, as opposed to
So
we're just
heads up, we might have some weird supernatural shit
we may have to
going
kill
on.
a
Might be a
demon.
dread demon in her sword.
Yeah.
Might be.
You know, Tuesdays.
So
It'd be like that.
it'd be like that.
So you all are guided by Violet up towards the there's a kind of a ridge encampment that is to the west of the city and overlooks the primary battlefield. Certainly where you would camp yourself if you were in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Which, good news, you are now, technically. And approaching, you see there is kind of a fire pit that's been dug out here. There's a table in front of it, and Tessa is indeed standing there with 2 of her elite guard, going over the battle, and she's smiling. She seems pleased with how things are going, and as you all start to approach, she looks up and looks very surprised.
I think Ayla is
In the front.
extra sparky. She mad.
That seems fair.
We lived. Wait, wrong. Not appropriate line.
Despite your best intentions, we survived. Wait, hold on. You were trying to kill us?
I'll have what
nods.
she's having.
Welcome back. You're back somewhat sooner than I had thought you would be. I had hoped to have the city entirely controlled by the time you returned.
That's fascinating, really, given what your orders were.
She kind of looks at you. The deception, while I'm not usually a fan of deceiving my own superior officer, I thought it could play to our advantage.
Then you understand that when said superior officer found out,
Oh, I imagine they were furious.
and that is
Something to that
why,
effect.
and that is why
Yes.
we are here.
That I did not see coming.
Do us both a favor and come peacefully. You've been
Are
ordered
you-
under arrest.
You're going to relieve me of my command as I'm about to take 3 roads?
That
You
is
have
all
just-
it is,
You have
yes.
jeopardized the entire alliance. Single-handedly.
Alliance. With the Warden Republic, 20 years we've sought that alliance. In 20 years, we're no closer than we've ever been.
They were going to vote in our favor today. Until you pulled this shit.
Well, if that is to be the case, then seems to me you could do with the best military mind you have, and that's mine.
We are putting you under arrest, and we can leave that for Tashira to decide. You knew the risks of committing this.
It is,
Committing treason.
Therefore,
it is simply arrest. If you go along.
I don't recognize your authority.
just jam a thumb to Ayla.
Then maybe you can recognize your commanding officer's authority.
Who promoted me.
Little letter.
If she tries to destroy it, Ramiel will be ready.
No, she is aware that the general could just as easily later show up and say that it was true.
Yeah.
But she doesn't seem to be intent on stepping down in her moment of glory. No.
Tessa, do you recognize yourself? I'm going to attempt a persuasion check to see if I can get her to snap a little out of this a little bit.
Can
Is that
Brayley
a f-
do a perception check while you're doing that?
Sure.
So persuasion check here.
So convenient if we had a paladin.
Woo!
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Plus 13, baby!
Damn.
She looks at you, Nova.
Do you recognize yourself right now? What you're doing? What you're saying?
I am a hair's breadth from completing this phase of Operation Sword Crown. We took the Watcher's Fort in 6 hours. Something we had allotted almost a month to doing.
And in doing so, jeopardized an alliance in your own words, 20 years in the making.
And there's planting a knife squarely in our back.
I cannot allow you all to jeopardize what I am working on here. I won't have you killed. You can spend this battle in the brig.
You don't have the authority to order that anymore.
I guess that remains to be seen. You can obey my orders or we can fight.
And it looks like we're fighting.
We were ordered to kill you if you resist.
Very sad.
You will try.
I would like to rage.
And then
Brayley
And
really
then
did
the
make a
screen
perception
does that
check.
shatter thing, and, and the music
Braille-
changes.
Braley, with your 28 perception check,
Love that shit.
you can smell something different. There is something.
About her.
Yeah, there is something different. Something is wrong with her.
Okay, just her, and there's
Can you smell from
like,
like the
outside of our-
sword?
No, it's her. Something
Damn
is
it.
wrong with her.
Ugh, damn it. Okay, it's no longer the sword.
Would
Fuck.
I don't know if this would help, but would it be similar to the feeling, the familiar feeling of when Moonbay got raised?
No,
That-
it doesn't feel like that.
It's really
Notably,
soft.
it feels different than that. It has that same kind of coldness to it, but it feels different. And Violet tenses a little bit.
Brayley will have changed into her form
Mm-hmm.
on the way
Oh.
there.
I'm sorry, hon. Can I have a conversation with Rashia for a couple seconds? Can I ask her what she senses?
Yeah. So as combat is getting ready to break
yeah,
out,
Yeah, sorry.
you kind of ask Rashira, what do you sense about her? And Rashira shakes her head. You can feel her like something about this doesn't feel good to her.
Yeah.
There is more to her than just her.
Is there any way to separate such an entity from Tessa?
I don't know.
Damn it. All right. That was my question.
Violet kind of glares. Oublié. And Tessa raises an eyebrow at that. Oh. Right. You.
Leve.
I remember.
We're not talking to Tessa anymore.
No. Then again, you've never met Tessa.
Oh.
This whole time. Shit!
Tessa
We'll unpack that one in group later.
Tessa shook loose her mortal coil a very long time ago.
Aw, shit.
Violet, I remember you, that stupid little girl's sister. You look much better outside of the robot. This is why you weren't there when we fought. So I'm traveling not across planes, but also time. Fascinating.
What's your goal? What is their goal in this?
I just want to go home. Well, she looks at the guards on her left and right and snaps her fingers, and both of them twitch, their necks snap, but they don't fall dead. They just start fighting for her.
Oh, fun. She made undead armory.
My
Freshly dead.
conscience got a lot cleaner what I'm gonna have Ayla do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't need to rescue these people. There's nothing to rescue.
Thank you, DM for
Ah!
clearing our conscience.
I got you.
Love it.
Well, everybody,
Time
go
for
ahead and
combat.
roll for initiative.
Ooh.
What does Ublave smell like?
It's
Like a stank ass bitch.
if you had to describe it, wilted flowers.
Okay.
Not a sexy smell.
I think Braylee smelt worse and she smelt better.
Yeah, we
Smells better
we
than
walked through
Gus.
Yeah, no, it does not smell like
Yeah.
Gus. She is a demon, but not in the same way as a dread demon. Let's see, Ramiel's on there. We need Braylee.
Yeah, I like clicked on mine and
We need Nova's on there. Good. We need Layla.
Yep. Usually the one left off. Because I like to use my physical clicky
4,
clackies.
5. I mean, that's reasonable.
I also used my physical
Ayla.
clicky clackies.
That's fine.
I'm like going over my class, being like, "What the fuck do I do again?" Oh, right.
Callie, quick question. Using the, like, stuff from the Dragon Slayer curse counts as attacking for keeping rage up, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Layla got a 20. Braylee got a 16. Layla, what's your dex?
My dex is 14.
So is Violet's, but she's an NPC, so you get to go first.
Hooray! I matter more intrinsically.
That is correct. All right, Nova, you get to lead us off.
I do indeed. All right. I'm gonna go. Hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Why do I have a lightning bolt on me?
You were probably concentrating at some point.
Oh, okay. I don't need that right now. Sorry, do you need... I will be moving after this, so don't worry, Ayla.
Okay. I'm just seeing if there was somewhere I could get the cone without
Yeah, I'll be...
clipping you in it.
No worries. I'm planning to move, so no worries. Okay. We're gonna do my attack with booming blade.
All right.
Oh, let me undo my spells. I still had my spells.
Do yo kabooming blade.
All right, so I need to do this. There's a 17 hit.
17 hits.
Oh, thank God. Okay, so I get to do this damage plus the booming blade.
Mhm.
Is it 2d8 now?
What level are you?
10.
No, not yet. Level
Okay.
11. I'll be
11, I
2d8.
think it goes up.
Yep.
Okay, then 1d8, and then plus my, because the swashbuckler, my sneak attack.
So your sneak attack was 10.
Oh, I already added
13.
it. Okay.
Yep, it did automatically. So, yep. All right. Very nice.
And
And if they move, they'll take extra damage.
And then because of fancy footwork, he cannot take opportunity
Yep.
attacks because I hit him. So I will use bonus action to dash. And go this
Sounds
way.
Good.
And that is my turn.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
Ayla, we're over to you.
Okay. Bonus
I got you.
action. Yeah. What is this called? I have forgotten the names of things.
I understand.
right of the dawn, so my weapons are gonna get those nice little radiant ice bits all over them.
Hell yeah.
I rolled pretty good for my attack roll.
And I believe I can just get all of them from here. 30-foot cone.
Hell yeah,
I
you
would
can.
like to burn 5 lightning charges, please.
Do it up.
I need dex
Unlimited
saves.
power.
Dex saves.
Yes.
All right.
I believe they are DC 16 and 10d8 lightning damage on failed, half on success.
I like to imagine that Nova noticed you were getting ready for that, and after they stabbed, the guard just rolled out of the way, like, go!
Pirouette.
All right. So these two are going to take 38. Tessa is going to use a legendary resistance to succeed and then use evasion to take no damage.
Ooh,
Okay,
she.
well, that's just rude.
Listen, it's how your girlfriend survives, all right?
And then... Oh, I don't want to measure a cone anymore. Yeah, I'm going to go there because I have reach on the whip. Alright. Now it's Tessa's turn to make me hurt.
Tessa is up. And she is going to move to here. And she is going to target the rest of the people down here. She's going to cast Prismatic Spray at them.
Ooh.
Ew.
8
That sounds
multicolored
fun.
rays of light flash from your hand. Each ray is different color, has different power and purpose. Yep. Each creature in a 60-foot cone must make a Dex saving throw.
Okay.
So,
Wait, what
Violet,
level is that?
Ramiel, Brayley, it's a 7th level spell.
Oh no.
And that is not the highest level she can cast.
Yeah, I'm not surprised it's safe by.
DC is
Oh.
21.
No, I did not make that. You know what? We'll burn one of those instruments I got. Why not? We can do better than a 7.
She gets advantage.
Still not good enough, though. Okay.
All right. So it looks like everyone's getting hit. Brayley got hit. I got hit. Ramiel got hit. Layla got hit. Okay. So Layla, I need you to roll a D8 for me,
Oh,
so we can decide what color
Six.
prismatic spray you got hit by. A 6?
no, that was a D6. That I
Oh,
pulled
okay.
out.
Yeah. Nope. I need a D8.
A 1.
A 1. You're getting hit with fire damage.
Ah!
You take 35 fire damage as a fire ray hits you.
Ow!
Holy.
Violet needs to roll a D8. She got a 4. She's taking poison damage. She's going to take 29 poison damage. Ramiel, I need a D8 roll, please. I need someone to roll an 8 for me. That would just make me very happy.
No.
Ramiel, you're taking lightning damage.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
So you're going to take 40 damage, halved to 20.
That's kind of funny.
And Brayley, I need you to roll a D8 for me.
Poison again.
4 more poison damage.
Are you resistant to poison damage, Brayley?
That's it.
I didn't know if the-
so.
I don't know if the
Think you're-
wolf thing gave it to you, but maybe
I
not.
don't think so. Brayley, you're going to take 44 poison damage.
Oof.
I think you're thinking of Caldana.
Oh, yeah.
Caldana was resistant to fucking everything.
Yeah, that's a fact. Then she is going to... That's it for her, actually. I think. Yes. Layla, we're over to you.
Okay, well, after I say ouch, we're gonna do some peace cleric shenanigan things and
Great.
use my emboldening bond,
Hell yeah.
which is now high enough that I have all of the PCs on that. So everybody gets the permanent bless as long as they're within 30 feet of anyone else in the party.
Hell yeah.
Plus, if you are within if you're within 30 feet of somebody who has taken a hit, you can teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of them and take the damage yourself, if you so choose. Not sure who here would strive to do such a thing frequently.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Who is included in your bond? Because you can get anybody.
It's all of the... I can do 4
Okay.
at this point, so it is all of us, the PCs.
All
At
right.
this point.
Everyone but Violet, who doesn't matter.
She got enough HP.
She does have a lot of HP.
For now.
Could you copy and paste the text in the roll 20?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I am a visual person. Hearing doesn't always compute for me.
And then I'm going to move over there, and I'm gonna throw a little paper airplane at Ayla.
Perfect.
This is
You're
your
gonna
mantra.
what?
This is your mantra, and cast Shield of Faith on her.
Oh.
So she has +2 AC.
All right. Good stuff.
And that's what I got.
All right.
Okay.
Violet is up, and she looks angry. She is also going to rage.
Oh, is she a barbarian?
Club.
She is
Okay.
a barbarian.
I didn't know what class she was.
And she is going to go up and punch Tessa in the
Oh.
nose.
Well,
Boop.
Break her face. Break her face.
She's going to try. As she is going to make, let's see, she makes 2 attacks with her shockwave gloves and has set them up, knock them down once per round. After making an unarmed attack with your attack action, you may expend a bonus action to make another unarmed attack. So you can do 3 attacks. So she is going to punch.
With extreme prejudice.
Well, she's going to have to punch better than that. Well, that's pretty embarrassing.
did they all miss?
Well, the 19 would hit,
Okay,
but
then everything else misses.
L'Oreal is going to use shield.
Oof.
So, no, all 3 of those miss. And Violet's like, well, that's embarrassing. And as she does that, Tessa kind of smiles at her and says, I see why they didn't miss you very much.
Oof. Rude.
And Violet looks angrier. The elite guard is up, what's left of them, and one of them is going to look over at you, Ayla, and stab you. Their big old lance. Stab. Ayla, I'm going to assume a 16 doesn't hit.
No.
Stab. 23 to hit?
Yeah.
You're going to take 10 piercing damage and 15 necrotic damage.
I am
He did-
resistant to both.
He didn't have to move to do that?
Nope, he's got 10-foot reach.
Fuck you.
So
He
that's
would,
what,
in
12
fact,
total?
touch her with a 10-foot pole.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
I'm resistant to both, so 12 total.
Yes, correct.
Wow, that's rude.
I would agree with you.
Reason I used Right at the Dawn, because it gives me necrotic resist.
That's his 2 attacks. As a bonus action, he is going to conjure up a spectral dagger. And he will
Now that's
conjure...
actually rude.
Yep, he will conjure it. Do I have a dagger token maybe I could use?
Is he a freaking
We
cleric?
have a ship that's named a dagger.
That's true. He is a cleric, as a matter of fact.
Ah,
They both are.
damn it.
That's a creature holding a lot of daggers. That's not the same thing as a dagger.
Just maybe look up
Oh
sword.
no.
I'm just
Like
gonna
a
use
hilt or
halberd.
something.
I've got a halberd. I can use good old animated halberd. All right, it looks like a halberd, but it's actually a dagger. Nova does an 18 hit.
No.
Okay. Brayley, we're over to you.
Really?
My original plan was to use plant growth to like trap her, but Violet's up there now.
Listen, Violet has one thing she do.
She gotta go close and personal.
She do punch.
Punch and munch.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. She has two things she do.
She's certainly munching some things.
You know, I didn't think of that when I opened.
Did
my
you not?
mouth, but I stand by it.
You should. You should.
I think Brayley's gonna moose up.
All right.
And
Oh, you're gonna moose up?
yeah. Unless there's something else I can. Yeah, I think I'll moose up and charge one of these guards.
Did you say
If
moose
I
up?
can.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure I
Oops.
heard correctly.
Yeah, we're doing wordplay.
And I
All right.
know because I get plus 10 speed because of the choker, right?
Yep. Brayley Tormuseline is on the field.
That definitely looks like a moose that goes. Wah.
Do not let it lick your car.
Yes, but the very pretty
Moose
moose.
makes all the boy mooses go. Wah. I gotta make you watch Princess Diaries one of these days.
So you want to go charge up this garden?
Yeah. I'm trying to
Violet's
find-
definitely having a moment of like, well, that I did not expect.
Huh. So does this happen often on this plane?
And she's been in the hells and the abyss recently.
Where is the moose stat
I mean,
block?
she's used to Barry.
That's true.
Anyone got that? They can shoot it over.
A moose stat block.
Or like was it
Moose.
the actions and everything? I had the list, but I guess it's just been a minute.
Uh.
Here we go.
I think it might be an elk. I think we flavored it as a moose, but I think it's actually an elk.
That sounds right. A giant elk, maybe?
It's giant something, yeah.
Oh, there was a
I think
moose.
giant elk is the stat block.
Okay, elk is.
Yeah, giant elk is the one
charged
you're looking for.
30 feet. We got that. Oh, the text is so tiny. Looks like 2d6 damage. If the target is.
Can I ask a rules question that I can't seem to find the answer to?
Sure.
When you disengage, is it kind of like a condition that as you move, you cannot provoke attacks of opportunity, or is it only to a certain enemy?
No, if you disengage, you can't be attacked while you're moving.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. So,
There you
like,
go, Brayley.
Thank you.
All right.
Roll 2d6. I'm pretty sure I got a straight on.
Yep, you do still have to roll to attack. So, roll your d20 plus
Oh.
your spell modifier.
What is that? Sorry. I was like, I haven't played Brayley in over a month.
Believe me, I get it.
10. No, it's 5. It's 5.
Uh, 18 hits, yeah.
Alright.
So 8 damage plus an additional
7.
7. Okay, so 15 damage, and they need to make a strength save or be knocked prone. Hiya. Yeah. Why not? Okay. It does not want to roll that. I got a 7, so they are knocked prone. All right, Brayley. You have currently moosed this man.
Alright.
All
I
right.
think that's all the moose can moose.
All right.
for now.
Ramiel, we're over to you.
It's okay because the other guard is about to have a bad day. Anyway, we're going to summon.
I promise you, they have both already had a bad day.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah.
after the lightning breath, I think it qualified.
After they both got their necks snapped before the battle even began.
You know,
Alright,
that's fair.
We're gonna summon a draconic spirit over here.
Oh,
Oh.
God.
Here we go again.
Not again!
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be better this time.
No, I can't use the one from the suicide mission. Specifically, I can't use that one.
And we're gonna do gem, and we're gonna do force for the shared resistance thing. And so really quick, we're going to do a bonk on this lad. With the Ren.
Yep.
Half the spell's level, so 5th level 2.
Two attacks with Ren, and then you use your breath weapon.
Oh, that's hitting. Was it?
That's damage
That's
you
damage
just did.
you just did.
Wait, are you?
Melee weapon. Okay, it's a spell attack mod.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just like rolling like a cantrip.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's gonna be 1, 2.
Both of those will hit.
Sick. Just use the first one for the first hit.
Yep.
And then
Another 9. Okay.
you know I'm consistent apparently.
Yep.
And for the breath weapon, I made sure to do this before.
Yeah,
before
you can hit
this.
all 3 of them without hitting Violet or Brayley. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
You can see.
There you go. Yee.
You can see
Uh,
Barely Moose Form's eyes get big. She's like the PTSD of Ram.
Not
Boots.
again.
My head got pulped last time.
Yeah, it takes a
It's,
couple steps back.
It's a dex saving throw. DC is 18.
They
I've
all
seen this
failed.
movie.
And okay, so damage type is going to be I did gem, so we're gonna do force. Fuck it, we're gonna do force. Sick.
Okay.
And I think that's it for me because that's a concentration and that's all I can do.
Makes sense. The end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action. And she will use it on Violet, who is right up in her grill. As she is going to cast Finger of Death.
Oh, shit. Towards who?
Violet,
I'm
Fuck!
assuming another 7th level spell or 9th?
Yep. 7th. Yeah. But Violet is much better at Constitution saves. Hiya. Good job, Violet.
Oh.
So half damage of 78 plus 30 necrotic. 78 plus 30. So 28.
I keep confusing like Finger of Death with Power Word Kill.
Those are very different. I mean, if you kill someone with Finger of Death, they come back as a zombie.
Mm.
Power Word Kill, they just die.
Yeah.
Tessa's other guard is up, and they're going to get back to their feet. And there's a big moose up in their grill, so they're probably going to have to deal with that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This wasn't covered in orientation.
Stab. Stab. I assume a 17 hits you, Brayley. It's the moose, rather.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be the 24 will also hit then. So you're going to take 17 piercing
Ew.
and 35 necrotic and poof back into Brayley.
All right.
All right. All right. And that is unfortunately his turn. Nova, we're back around to you at the top of the order.
All right. It is me. Hi.
Hi.
I'm the problem. It's me. I think I'm actually gonna. Sorry, I'm trying to decide if I want to. How's this guy looking?
Bloodied.
Okay. I think it may be in my best interest to just deal with him. So, what I'm going to do, in hopes of dealing with him, is I'm going to use my 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Pew pew.
So, I'm going to just roll the 2 attacks to see if I need to spend ends, but reroll if that's okay.
Yep, go ahead.
Boop. First one's 23.
Hits.
Second, boop.
Meets.
Ooh, lucky me. I will attach sneak attack because I believe I should be able to on one of them. Correct? Because
On
we
a
have.
Eldritch Blast?
Yeah. Would I not be able to attach a sneak attack on one?
I don't think so. I think you can
think
only attach
so.
sneak attack onto a weapon with the light property.
I
Oh.
believe that's right.
Well, that is disappointing. I didn't realize that. Oops. Oh well, we'll just follow through.
Yeah, it has to be a weapon with the ranged or finesse property.
I see.
But you may still deal your Eldritch Blast damage.
Yeah, I'm just trying to decide if I wanted to. Nah, it's too late.
I mean, if you want to do a different move instead, you can.
No, I was just deciding if it was worth putting a hex curse on it, but it's really probably not. So, there's my 2 damage. Boop. And a boop. Did it go?
8 and 7.
Okay. Not as much
15.
damage as I would have liked. All right. Well, and I guess I will use my bonus action to disengage and just kind of get over here to sort of get a little bit more split up from the rest of the party.
Makes sense to me.
That's my turn.
All right.
Ayla's turn.
Ayla, we're over to you.
You said this one by the dragon's bloodied, right?
Yeah.
Ah, that's such a shame.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Gonna do my job and put that one in the ground.
All right.
So that's
Do
gonna
it
be
up.
3 attacks.
Hey, bloody!
all at
but I just
advantage.
picture a nail.
That one's 17 on the die.
Yeah, hits.
24 to hit.
Yes.
And 17 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so regular weapon damage is 1, 2, 3, and then that should be right at the dawn. 6 plus 6. So 15 plus 7. So 35 and 46.
46 total.
I believe so. Let me double check.
Yeah, you're fine.
Real quick. Blessing of the Winter Matrons. Advantage. Okay. It put the lightning damage on the whip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe I have anything else that gives me extra damage.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she's going to use her last legendary action before she gets them all recharged to poof. It's right there. And then it's her turn.
Shame.
Oh dear.
Ayla, she's going to stab you.
Yeah, not surprised.
Dude.
Or at least I
Don't-
don't think she's technically
Don't,
flanking.
don't
She is
forget
not.
You have that shield of faith for +2.
That's true. That actually might matter on the first hit. 21 to hit?
It hits. The +2 takes me to 19.
Ah, okay, got it. All right, well, she's going to put a 5th level smite into it.
Oh god.
Ooh,
Well, I'm
Oh,
resistant
Jesus.
to radiant, so
Yeah, but
That's good.
that's good.
and I'm
This-
not undead as far as I know.
Not yet.
Not yet.
what a way to find out.
It certainly would be.
So she's got improved. So that's 1d8, 2d8, 3, 4, 5, 6, 68, 78. You're going to take 56 damage, half to 28. Because it's all either slashing or radiant, so. Interesting. Then I need a charisma save from you.
Is it
Oh.
against a fear effect?
Nope.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
Look, I had to ask, all right, because
Don't
I'm
forget,
immune to those.
Don't forget your bless.
That's
Yeah.
what, D4?
Yeah.
Yep.
It can help.
It can.
22?
Yeah, that makes it.
Thank you,
are-
blessed.
You are not. You are not banished.
Oh.
Wish you were going to come back to Terracin?
No, you'd have been going to a different plane.
Oh jeez.
Jesus.
We would have worried about that in its own time.
Oh, I know exactly where you were going.
Yeah, no, I was definitely going to the real fight with the real Ublevec.
No, you were going. You were going to the Feywild.
Oh. I mean, I have Fey Touch, so.
Layla, we're over to you.
Okay, well, this is starting to look slightly a spookalicious.
I'll say she's at about 99% HP right now.
We're gonna take a quick little side shuffle out there, and we're gonna give everybody just a little bit of love as we do mass
Especially
cure
the elite
wounds.
guards.
No, not them.
Oh.
Everyone
Well, that's not
except
everybody, is
them.
it?
Fuck them.
All the people on our side.
Eh.
All of the people that have green health bars to me, and none of the people that have red health bars. This is why you don't want a colorblind healer.
I mean, at least in 14, if you fuck up, you just heal yourself.
And we're doing mass cure wounds. So it's 8 for 16, for 6 for 22, plus my spell casting for another 5. So everybody gets 7. That's how math works. 27.
I like that.
27.
Yeah.
Violet likes that a lot.
I love that Tessa did a grand total of 1 damage to me after this.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
I'm sure she's thrilled.
And that includes Ramiel. And then, goodbye.
All right, it's been fun, guys. I'm out.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, Nova, I need you to make a dex save.
All right, I can do that. Okay.
Don't forget your bless.
Yep. If you feel you need it,
I guess I'll use it.
I suspect you do.
17.
Nova, you are in a hamster ball.
Aw,
Woo!
man. No, not the hamster ball. I can't do evasion on that.
You are in the hamster ball.
No!
And sitting precariously close to the edge of that cliff.
Oh no, she going golfing.
You are definitely going to be going rolling down that hill in a second.
Rude. I mean, it will protect me from it, I guess.
That's true. You won't take any damage from it, but you're definitely going for a ride.
Wait, what level is that?
4th level.
Fourth level?
Violet's going to run over here and try and... You know what? First, she's going to punch this elite guard. Punch. God damn it, Violet. You know what? She actually has advantage on that because she's flanking with the dragon.
Yes.
There we go. All right. That guard's dead. He had 1 HP left.
Are you shitting me?
No. She's going to go
One.
5, 10, 15, 20, and flank here.
Who did the hamster ball on me?
Tessa.
Oh, rude.
When your DMPC won't stop embarrassing you in front of the party.
Yeah. All right, that'll hit, and then her 3rd attack will also hit. Nice, good job. So that's going to be 2d8 plus 14 plus 4, because I think she gets 2 for the rage damage, right? Each.
Yeah.
No, 3 for her rage damage. Damn, she gets
Oh,
plus
shit.
6. So it'll be 2d8 plus 20. 26 damage. She starts to punch. Yep. Brayley, we're back over to you. There's a spooky guard who just stabbed you while you were a moose.
Rude.
Yeah, he's a dick like that.
Alrighty. Braylon's gonna primal savagery his neck.
Oh, his neck's already looking bad, so okay.
Really gonna look even worse. So with empowering bond, that's plus 1d4, right?
Correct.
Correct.
The
Well, let's
attack roll,
let's see if
yeah.
we get hit first before
Yep.
I do all this
Yeah.
other math.
The D4 goes on the to hit.
Yeah, but you can wait and see how you feel about it after that before you're told whether it succeeds or not.
Well, I
Yeah.
guarantee you if you
Yeah.
rolled an 18 on the d20, you're definitely going to hit.
Yeah, you're good.
Yep.
You better be good.
Okay. Okay, math time. Because Fauna is the choker is plus 2 like a natural attack, right?
Yep,
So
plus 2
that
damage.
includes primal savagery.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you make claws
So
with you make
slash-
you attack with your claws.
How can I do all this math at once? 2d10 plus. Let's do this first. Plus 2, and then we'll roll 1d. What is this? 4. So-
15.
Yep.
Oh, the 1d4 you can't add to damage.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
is that the bond that that 1d4 is from?
So 13
yeah.
to hit.
Okay. It's
No,
only for
that's
D.
Or
only
15
on-
damage.
Basically, it's only
That's
for
only-
D20 rolls. Think of it that way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yep,
it
so it's
happens
13.
every turn, not every round. So you can
So
use
my-
it for a saving throw every turn.
So my 18 was like a 20.
If you wanted it to be, you wouldn't have you could have just not used it. You didn't need to use it right now. That's all.
Good to know. All right, so yeah, so 13.
Okay. Yeah, you start tearing into his neck, and he's like, "What is fucking happening? Why my neck?" Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Anything
Why
else,
is
Miss
that?
Braley?
Is this a vampire or a moose? What the fuck am I fighting?
I'll just
everything.
healing word myself.
Sounds fair.
Come on. Digital dice.
Roll, fuck it.
It's a 1. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
a
it doing
1.
that lag
Oh,
out
s-
thing?
Oh,
There we go.
6. There we go.
There we
Yeah,
go. Yep.
that's my turn.
All right. Ramiel, we're over to you.
So, question. If I do this, like, because this is gonna be for his breath attack. Would that catch both Ayla and Violet? I don't know if you can see the code.
Yeah, I see it. So you want to
What-
fly him over to the other side and have him do a breath attack from there?
Pretty much like unload on her with his full arsenal and stuff.
The breath attack, yes, will hit them also.
Okay. Would I be able
What
to?
element is it?
It's gonna be force.
Oh, well, that is less than ideal.
So I have a question. Would I be able to use a sorcery point to careful spell that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then, yeah, we'll do that then. So we're gonna move.
I don't think that's raw, but who cares? That's cool.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I don't know if
was
it
hoping
is.
Ramiel was gonna say lightning and just charge me back up.
Unfortunately, that's concentration. Which would make the Dragon Boy poof. But yeah, 2, 1, 2.
Damn.
Yeah, those will both hit.
And for the breath, DC 18, deck save.
She fails.
It's okay. And as part of the diadem's thing, we're gonna use the Azure evasiveness to bamf over here.
Okay. What was the damage on the rend attacks?
Rend was oh, my bad. Oops.
Gotta have her make some con saves.
I was gonna say, make those con saves.
That's right.
And then 2. So 5, 10, 19 in total. It looks like for overall damage.
All right. Nova, you're out of your hamster ball.
Yes!
Hey! You love to see it.
I was
Freedom.
just trying to look up if, like, would I be able to dispel magic that don't need
I-
to go down that road no more.
You might have been able to, but
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
There's like special properties for the hamster ball.
Hamster ball.
But yeah, that's it.
Best spell.
I'm so glad I taught you all that.
At the end of turn,
She puts me in another hamster ball. I'm gonna riot.
no.
Size discrimination.
She is going to cast Greater Invisibility on herself.
Oh.
That's worse. Go back in the ball.
Do
That's just rude.
Tessa's turn, or Tessa's Elite Guard is up. Brayley, this guy is not down with you right now.
I mean, he can't think. His neck snapped and fucked up. Whatever.
Yeah, he's not looking good. Oh, he
He
crit you.
probably has wife and kids. Oh,
Well, not
Yeah.
anymore. He doesn't. He dead. And whatever the fuck happened to him.
Ow. Okay, Brayley, this one's gonna hurt.
all right.
You're gonna take 16 piercing damage
Okay.
and 47 necrotic damage.
Jesus.
Sweet. Jesus.
Are you
Well,
sure? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
Does that put you down?
No, I think she's down to 1,
Oh
if
my
I did my math correct.
Oh
Wait,
my-
hold on. Tell me the numbers again.
Oh no, 16 and 47 would be you're down.
Yeah.
You're down by 1.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm on it.
As he
Is there some
Bitch.
stupid reaction thing I can do?
I'm not sure if they're God, they're not very good at making healing reaction spells. I wish.
Then he's gonna attack her again.
Oh!
Braley, take 2 failed death saves as he attacks you
Holy
again.
shit!
Holy Jesus. Okay,
Wait,
now.
what?
You have he attacked you while you were down, and so now you have 2 failed death saves.
Oh, wait.
Then he's gonna move over here to deal with Ramiel.
No, he's not. I'm up top. What do you mean?
I mean, he's got a big lance, so he can
You got a big pokey
stab you.
stick.
Ayo.
He's gonna be like, ayo.
You wish.
Ramiel looking down like, I shouldn't be into this, but I kind of am. All right, Nova, we're over to you. You definitely saw Braley go down, and she is now at death's door.
Well, I'm screaming, but there's not very. Oh, fuck me.
Layla will definitely be like,
Oh, I'm not within 30 feet. Shit. I couldn't take the damage for her.
Oh wait, I was. I could have taken it.
You were being distracted by this thing's long, hard lance.
I would die because Ram's distracted by hard.
Sorry. Anyway. Let me see here. Can you tell me
Sorry, go ahead.
with greater invisibility, does it mean I have disadvantage or I can't attack at all?
Yeah, you can attack her, but you will do so at disadvantage because you can't see
Unless
her.
Then, I mean, if you have flanking, it still cancels.
I was gonna say, I think the main
Oh, yeah.
difference between invisibility and greater invisibility is greater doesn't drop as soon as you take an action.
Correct. It's concentration, but it doesn't drop.
Oh, but I don't know for sure that she's there.
You don't theoretically know that, no. I mean, you
Okay.
can guess because she literally just cast it, so she probably hasn't had a chance to
didn't.
move yet.
You didn't really hear footsteps.
Okay.
So at least for this
Ayla's
turn, you
still
think she's
winding up
probably
the
still
swing
there.
Like she's still there.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll just move over there. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. So, with flanking, do I just roll a normal roll?
You can't see them. You can't flank them.
Okay.
So it's at
So
disadvantage.
it's always a disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. All right. We'll try this with Booming Blade.
You could spend an inspo to make it a straight roll. 21 hits.
Could, but I'm okay.
Yeah, you still hit.
Does that mean I don't get sneak attack?
She still has an enemy within 5 feet of her. You do get sneak attack.
Okay. So blank plus blank. So 21, 24 damage.
24 damage. Okay.
Give me 1 second. I was over here. Okay, so then I did 5, 10. I did 5, 10, 15. So I will. Well, she can't attack me. So I will dash 20, 25, 30, 5, 10. Nothing I can do, but.
You're here for moral support.
Exactly.
All right. The end of your turn, she's going to use a legendary action.
Mm-hmm.
And Ayla, you're up.
I mean, I guess I'm probably just going to waste my swings where, like, I hope she is.
Mm-hmm.
Do you even want me to bother rolling?
I mean, it's up to you if you want to attack there. Yeah, I mean, she's moved, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was assuming. the
I'm assuming
legendary-
you're going to take like one like attack first, and then at that point you'll realize she's not there.
Yeah, so I'll just stab with the sword, I guess. And then that still gives me the whip. And then I guess I'll go fuck up her guard stay.
What has that guard ever done to any of you? Except for Braley, she doesn't count. Don't mention her.
What's the thing from Star Wars? Good soldiers follow orders, and they
Oh,
didn't follow my
jeez.
orders.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, they already died for it.
Well, they need to stay down. Is it bloodied by any chance?
Not yet.
Okay. Am I flanking with Ramiel, or is Ramiel too high up?
You are flanking with Ramiel, yes.
Excellent.
Well, that's 18 on the dice, and second whip attack. 14 plus 10 for 24.
Yeah. That'll hit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then... $13 plus 10, 23 plus 12, 35.
Ow. He's definitely bloodied now. Ow. Anything else, Ayla?
Nope.
Okay. Layla, you hear
Oh
in
no.
whisper to you, "Hello, Layla," and you're gonna get stabbed in the back.
Oh god.
Come on, give me that paladin crit. That is not a crit. Layla, does a 22 hit your AC?
That does.
Okay. Well, she's still going to put a 5th level smite into it.
Oh Jesus.
You don't count as undead, do you?
Not most days.
How about a fiend?
Never. I'm a proper lady.
I guess that's fair. 1d8 plus 2d6 plus 7d8 plus 11. You're going to take 57 damage.
Ugh.
Fucking hell.
Ouch.
And she got scream.
And on which note? Is that the one? No, that ain't it. Ramiel, make a dexterity save for me.
That's not great.
Makes me very happy. It's a lot of d6 to roll.
D6.
Yeah, I gotta roll a bunch of d6s.
The fuck?
10 of them, to be exact.
Oh boy.
6. Ramiel, you're going to take 76 force damage as you get hit by a disintegrate spell.
Oh god.
Holy shit, the fuck?
I have resistance to that.
To force? Hell yeah. You're going to take 38 damage as you get hit by a disintegrate spell.
What gives you resistance to
Amazing.
force?
The dragon.
The dragon.
Oh
I can
shit.
I can choose one of its resistances. I chose
Yeah.
force.
Good call.
Yeah.
You're going to take 38 force damage as you feel pain like nothing you've ever felt in your entire life. Layla, we're over to you.
Well, I don't like any of that, and now I'm left wondering about the... Do I risk an opportunity attack, or do I do this other thing?
I mean, even if you're just able to get Brayley up, that'll be something. Doesn't your channel divinity let you avoid opportunity attacks?
Yeah,
think
I
so.
just trying to see. I can't get over to Violet for that, so it feels like it would be something of a waste.
I mean, you can get everyone else.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you'll be able to get. I don't remember how much HP it gets, but we're risking if we don't get Brayley up now
Yeah.
that
We're gonna do that.
That
And
she's-
On Braylee's turn, she will have a chance to die. So yeah.
Yeah.
Do.
I like to
and
not die.
Everybody I go past, which is the rest of the party, and sadly I can't get Violet on that, gets 2d6 plus 5. Woo, that was a good roll. That is 16. It was a 5 and a 6.
Well,
So how much does everyone get?
16.
16.
So Brayley, you're at 16 HP.
Brayley, you are back alive. Oops.
Oh my god.
And then that was my action, and we'll do a nice little bonus to upcast at 3rd level healing word on Brayley for another 2d4 plus 5 for 10 more. And then we're gonna call that a turn.
All right. Well, Violet Violet saw where Layla got stabbed and from which direction, so she thinks she
It
knows
was
where
bad.
Tessa is. So she's going to run over here, and she is going to reckless attack. And
Extremely reckless.
yeah, and she's going to do punches at regular because normally they'd be at disadvantage. And this person will get advantage on them anyway because they're invisible. So yeah, she's going to reckless attack. Punch.
Nice.
Punch. Punch. Those will all hit.
Nice.
hell yeah.
Redemption arc.
3d8 plus 21 plus 9.
And isn't
good.
that 3 concentration checks?
It is.
It is
Hell
indeed.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a beautiful number.
Yeah, it sure is.
Plus 21. Damn.
I mean, it's plus 7 on each and then plus 3 more for the rage. So yeah, plus 10 on each.
Got it. Damn.
As Tessa is bloodied. And her concentration falls.
Fuck yes.
As that second
yeah,
one
he-
definitely broke her nose and she reappears. All right.
Actually, because you're doing it like that sequentially, wouldn't that mean that the 3rd one is at advantage?
Sure would. Well, she nat one.
She nat-
her
Damn
crit,
it!
But
You know
Well,
what?
you tripped fish in the wrong direction.
Ah,
Guys,
fucking hell.
I have to respect that response.
it'd be like
Right.
that sometimes.
Fuck you.
All right. Well, Tessa is officially sick of y'all shit. At the end of turn, she's going to cast a spell, and Violet, you need to make a charisma save.
Ah, shit. She gonna try to banish again?
Yep. As Violet vanishes.
Oh,
Fucking.
fuck.
Oh, well, she'll come back.
Maybe. If
Yeah,
she spends a
she's
minute on that
faster.
plane, she's home.
Well,
Wait.
in the span of a minute, either Tessa is dead or we're dead. So
Pretty. It's true. Yeah. I mean,
It's fair.
is that a concentration spell?
It is. which
All
I'm
right. Well,
currently
there's
putting
also
up.
that, folks.
Oh no. Anyway,
Brayley, we're over to you. It's
I
been a
guard-
day.
The guard that killed you is right there.
He is.
What a
vengeance.
dick! Can Brayley turn to a giant elk again?
Do you have another wild shape? I think you do.
Yeah.
then you should be
I
able
mean, if
to.
you're Circle of the Moon, you have like 4.
I think. Yeah.
am.
Yes, she is Circle of Moon. I keep forgetting. Sorry.
And then you can just stomp on his face.
Yeah, she gonna
Moose up.
moose up again,
She's gonna moose up. Moose up.
and then
I don't know where I was going with
think
that.
I don't have enough
I have your
space.
hooves attack there.
So she's gonna ram the bitch.
I mean, that's reasonable.
I would go with your hooves,
Oh,
personally.
Can't the hooves only hit a creature that's
4d8.
prone?
Don't believe so.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then you're fine.
Hooves melee weapon attack +6 to hit, reach 5 feet. Oh, 1 prone creature. I can read. Never mind.
Okay, so we're gonna ram.
Hey, it's really dumb that you can't ram then do the hooves.
Yeah.
Like, it has to choose to stay down for you to ever get the hoof attack off.
So like I need to charge them for it to be knocked prone and then ram, or then hoof.
Oh,
Anyway.
sorry. You turned back into a moose. I'm sorry. I didn't even pick that up. Moose.
It's okay, imagination.
Yeah.
I don't have enough room to charge, right? So it's
That's
a
fair.
ram for me.
Yep.
But why am I being dumb? Do I have to roll? I have to roll a d20, right?
D20 +4.
Yes. 4. Does that not hit?
A 11 does not, unfortunately.
All
Don't
right.
forget your D4.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Does that still not 15?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because you're a 6.
Is it still? Do I still have that even after I've?
I think it's on Layla. not
Yeah, it's
you.
on Layla. So yes, you're good. Yeah, go and roll your damage.
Okay. Ram.
And it's not even a concentration thing.
Oh, is it gonna do the 20? Why do I trust this to do it for me?
Oh, well.
Just
Oh,
take
there we
the
go.
damage on.
There we go. 10 bludgeoning damage. Ooh. This guy's like, what the fuck? I just killed the moose. Then I
Moose
killed the girl
back.
who was the moose, and now the moose is back.
Moose Part 2. Let's go. And
Yep,
then the
Moose
is
the
just
sequel.
kinda at him, and then that's the end of my turn.
Love that.
God damn it.
Ramiel, we're over to you.
Fuck me, I was muted. Hold on. It was okay. So I'm going to do a chromatic orb, and we're gonna do a twin spell on it. 'Cause I think yeah, so long as it's not like an AoE thing.
Yeah, chromatic orb should work for that because it's a target.
Yeah.
Okay, and fuck it, we're gonna use a 4th level for that. That is a spell attack, right?
Don't be me. I tried to
Yep.
twin spell Moonbeam once and was told no, and I went, aw. But wouldn't it be cool?
The rule of cool, man.
Exactly. Wouldn't it be
It
awesome?
might be nice.
It must be nice to have the DM on your side.
Okay, so we're gonna do it, I think, yeah, because it explodes. It explodes. Hold on, I'm sorry. It's getting a little difficult to read now. Hold on. No, okay, so, yeah, we can just, like, hurl it at the elite guard, and we're gonna do... Fuck it, we're gonna do fire damage at him. And we're gonna hurl one at Tessa herself.
Okay.
And that's gonna be a That's gonna be a lightning damage to him because I'm absolutely imaginative right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's your thing.
Alright.
Shocking.
1.
Ah.
Nope, that's on the guard. Oh,
16 meets on the guard.
and 2.
A 30?
shit.
Yeah, that hits.
Mm-hmm. So spell
Mhm.
attack.
Blocked her
and
across the side of the face with that one.
mhm.
Mhm.
4th level. Alright, so this is gonna be for what the fuck did I say? Fire on the guard. Oh my god. And lightning on the bitch.
That guard's dead.
Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
30 damage to her. All right, so
Mhm.
she's got a DC 15 con save.
All right then.
And as free action,
Oh shit.
he looking pissed, and he's gonna go. You hurt one of our own. With that, and you will pay.
As you do,
Dearly.
and she clearly staggers a bit from it, a little bit of blood dripping down the side of her face. Violet suddenly reappears, and as she does, she's smiling and goes, "Cobalt,
Oh no!
And then she doesn't look as happy anymore.
Mhm.
We maybe should just let her do that.
And
No, but I
That's
feel
so
like that moment actually happened though.
It did. That was right when in the game when you got back and she saw you and she was like so excited to see you. Now it's taken a bit of a change because she didn't get to stay this time.
oh,
It's so
I
sad.
definitely thought she showed up and disappeared at one point.
Nope.
Okay, maybe I'm just losing my mind.
and we're going to have the dragon take its turn now. We're gonna have it move over here because I would have loved to have it go over here, but no, we're not gonna torch the entire party again.
Aw.
I appreciate it. Says the person who hasn't gotten hit.
Mhm. And we're going to be doing a bit of a slashing. So this is going to be a melee spell attack with that.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2,
31 will hit. Yeah.
17
17 does not.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so just the 1 for that. And then we're gonna do a breath. Oh, sorry. Fuck. DC, Dex DC 18.
Yeah. Nope. So 8 more. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn. She
That's
is
like
going to use a legendary action to cast a 6th level spell, Globe of Invulnerability, around herself. As
Now
she is-
what?
As she is sucking wind right now, trying to catch her breath.
Could I attempt to counterspell that with the 5th level?
You can attempt to.
I forget how
The
that rolling works.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
She makes a no. Nowadays, she makes a check to try and get away with it.
Oh,
so
I didn't know we went to 2024 counterspell.
I've been doing spells
Yeah.
and rules as 2024 versions.
Oh.
Okay, so she is going to need to make a save of I don't remember what.
Yes, I have the legacy one. Hold up.
Yeah, no worries. I'm bringing it up now. Counterspell. Modern. Is a Constitution save. She has not been good at those so far. What is your DC?
DC is 18.
DC is 18, so she needs to make a con save. 23. She makes it.
Nice.
So she puts up her Globe of Invulnerability
If that spell was cast with a spell slot, the slot isn't expended. Oh my fucking god.
Mm-hmm. I like that. This looks like a rolling bomb. That's going to be her global invulnerability.
So what the hell does this do? We just can't touch her now?
So global invulnerability. An immobile, faintly shimmering barrier springs into existence in a 10-foot radius around you and remains for the duration. Any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creatures or objects within it, even if the spell is cast using a higher level spell slot. Such a spell can target creatures and objects within the barrier, but the spell has no effect on them. Similarly, the area within the barrier is excluded from area of effect. So you can still hit her with, like...
Melee attacks?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
It doesn't specify if you can... Like, it says a barrier. Can you walk through that barrier?
Oh no.
I don't know if
Um,
it's like the same as
like
like Wall of Force or like the hamster ball.
You know what? We'll just make it easier. She'll hamster ball herself. It's the same premise.
But better.
As she's
actually.
taking a moment
global
to...
invulnerability shields from spells.
Yeah.
Shame that.
Okay, hold on, guys. This is okay.
So Nova, we're over to you.
I could push her off the cliff.
You could do that.
No, we gotta carry her.
Her.
No, we gotta carry her. I'm gonna ask Violet to pick her up.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to camp.
I mean, on Violet's turn, she can try to pick her up.
Well, cause yeah, I can't attack her or anything with the hamster ball going.
And that's very much the idea in her mind.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I could do. I don't know what casting darkness would do other than freak her out. Or like go in there with demon eyes.
Tessa glances at Violet and says, I hope you enjoyed your glance of home. It's the last you'll ever see.
I guess can I observe her to see if she's trying to plan something on top of?
Oh, yeah. No, she is not doing this as, like, just like a last gasp. She definitely has a plan for this.
Shit. Anything I could roll like an insight check to figure out what she might be trying to do, or should I just?
I mean, you can roll an insight check. I don't know if you'd have any way of knowing.
Or like maybe a perception check to see if she's doing like any somatic components with
I
it for a
suck
spell.
perception, so we'll try insight. That's a
No, she is
23.
not doing any somatic components.
Okay. I'm just gonna gather closer.
But I will say that anyone who is a caster can feel that she is drawing in the magic of the weave. She is about to cast a big spell.
Okay, I don't know what.
Can you do that from inside a hamster ball? Isn't that the one that just cuts you off from everything?
I mean, she's clear. I'm just saying that for flavor. She's gonna drop the hamster
She'll
ball before she
drop it.
casts her spell.
Yeah, exactly. No, I understood. Okay. Oh, guys, don't hate me. I'd like to ready an action.
Okay.
Let me know if I'm allowed to do this. Assuming she's casting a spell that requires her to see targets, I would like to cast darkness.
Okay.
And that is
I
my
can see in magical darkness.
held action. That's good. That's good. I know a lot of other people can't. That will be my held action.
Okay.
The magical part tends to throw things off.
Ayla, over to you.
What can I even do?
Yeah, we're all kind of prepping for the worst. Actually, I'm sorry, hon. I'm not going to stay that close. I'm going to go over here.
You can go wherever you want.
Sorry.
She can't do anything about it.
Yep.
Not without letting down her spell.
There, I'm going to go over here, actually. There we go. Okay. That's all.
It is indeed a free action to talk mad shit. You are absolutely welcome to do that.
Disintegrate is the only thing that can break the hamster ball, right?
That sounds right.
And it breaks
Yeah,
the
I
hamster
think-
ball, not the person.
Yeah, I think
And
from
you can't
looking
cast
at it,
spells on someone that's in.
No.
I have a really stupid question. I can't thunder step inside the hamster ball, can I?
No.
Nope.
Because I think it's only in the 5-foot square.
Danger sense, reckless attack. Yeah, I don't have anything I can do except go ready and attack.
Makes sense.
I think we're all kind of in that boat right now.
She kind of watches as you climb up. Okay, on her turn, she glances out at the lot of you. I'm truly impressed that a primitive world like this one has such strong individuals. You've earned my respect. I have a feeling we will meet again.
Shit, I'm gonna lose her.
Could someone roll a d4 for me?
I have one in my hand.
Perfect. Roll me a d4.
1.
1? All right. So as her orb falls and she says, until next time, she gets to take 2 turns as her time stop spell goes off.
Mm.
Which I believe this is just an action to cast, right? Yes. All right, great. So with her first one, she is going to... She can't touch any of you during her time stop spell or you are broken out of it, so she's going to leave.
I mean, wouldn't our held attacks go off, though? Because that was contingent on dropping the barrier, not...
Mine is different.
One's a darkness spell. I would say, Ayla, you can make an attack on her as she is saying until next time.
Yeah, mine was pretty
How
contingent
does-
on her doing a targeted attack.
Alright, well, I
At
crit.
at what point does she pass?
Go ahead and roll your
priority?
damage on your crit.
Right, yeah.
That
it on-
is where we're at.
Where is it on the stack?
Yep.
That plus...
Of course, if you're dealing with priority, you haven't even accessed the stack yet. God,
That
magic
was
is
a
fucking
lot, but-
wild.
I'm not even sure, like, what new shit they have nowadays. I wouldn't be able to keep up.
I'll let you know. She still has 61 HP right now, so...
Jesus.
So 15. And then, so yes, you do hit her one more time, and she kind of like winces a little bit as you lash across her face with lightning lash, and then she finishes saying her line, and time stops. And the next thing you all see, she's just gone.
Yeah.
For you, no time passed. But for the rest of the world, 12 seconds passed.
Damn it. Battle over?
Battle is over. You have emerged victorious.
I feel so guilty. This is the second battle I haven't taken any HP drop.
I mean, I did a ton of damage to y'all. It just doesn't look like it.
No, you did. It's mostly just because I now have a bunch of abilities to help me avoid getting hit now that I didn't before. And it's just finally working. The build is finally working. It's just
And with that, with Tessa's defeat, or Ublave's defeat,
Damn
perhaps
it.
more accurately, she has had to flee. Which means, Commander Stormborn, the army here is yours. Which means I need to know what your orders are.
Do I have a chance to sending Tessa to update her on situation?
Tashira.
Tessa knows exactly what happened.
You mean
Or not
Tashira?
Tessa, Tashira.
Oh yes,
Sorry,
you can
names
send
starting with the same letter.
Yeah, you
I
can sending
understand.
Tashira for sure. I do love the idea that you just send Tessa a message right now and be like, "Hey, just want to let you know we kicked your ass."
I mean,
I need to do
would've
that
been-
someday.
But yeah, she's gonna update Tashira, like,
Yeah.
exactly how everything went down and see, like, if she wants me to hand over that fort to the Verde as like a goodwill.
You are sent a message back relatively quickly as you give your update that says, conquer Ship Swallow. From there, we can... How to put this? Conquer Ship Swallow. Use it to leverage me back. Because Ship Swallow is the city you know they actually want.
Where is Ship Swallow?
Ship Swallow, we will
It's the
make our
big
way back out to
city.
the map. It is the final...
Yep.
It
Oh,
is the final city before you reach the Ivory Gate. It is with conquering Ship Swallow, you have completed this phase of Operation Sword Crown. Because you will, if once Ship Swallow falls, the Draconic Legion have been completely forced out of the north.
Fun. That was supposed to be with help.
Yes,
All
it
right.
was.
Well-
Although your army didn't get nearly as wrecked at the Battle of Three Roads as was originally intended, because for
Yeah.
much as Tessa did just commit treason, she also executed what will be studied as a historically brilliant tactical maneuver.
Yeah.
Although very bad because, that's a fucking war crime.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely is
but-
not okay what she did.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things that if things go our way, we'll know the truth, but it will be hailed as probably a victory all around.
Yep, it certainly will be.
Has victors rate the history.
Victor's always write the history. So, next time, you guys are going to have one of 4 options for how you want to assist in the mass combat, and I will let you know, because I need to know which one to plan for, because I'm not planning all 4 of them, because they're all going to be their own things to do. You have 4 options. There is a large POW camp at Ship Swallow, and raiding it could both free a number of people from the Warden Republic and of your own. So hitting the POW camp and doing a jailbreak there could bolster your allies, or could bolster your team, as well as be a good overture towards the Warden Republic. You can attack the Draconic Legion's flank. Basically, with the Watcher's Fort down, they are going to have to put the bulk of their forces there. So you could attack from the south and basically hit them on their weak spot. You could bolster your own lines and literally enter into the fray of the main battle in the direction of the Watcher's Fort and basically embolden your troops there. Or you could assassinate enemy leadership and try and sneak into Ship Swallow and rout their leadership and try and put them into disarray. Those are your 4 options for how you can help with this fight before we go into the mass combat.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of POW raid.
I am too, but we
I
could
think
talk
that's
about...
our best option,
Oh,
especially
okay.
given that
We got 3 on it. So,
And-
unless
All right.
unless someone
Yeah,
vehemently
let's-
disagrees.
Okay. So you
I
guys will
think
raid
we
the
need all
POW
the
camp.
goodwill we can get with the Warden
Yeah.
Republic.
It
so-
won't hurt you.
Yeah,
Okay. Well then,
that's easy.
I can tell you that our next session, session 33, is titled Reclaiming the North, and it will be the final session of Act 2.
We're claiming the North.